Welcome back, baby. This is Shonen Pulse, episode 50. Sorry if a couple of us sound kind of sickly. We got the flu and all kinds of other things like that. But, we back, baby. We missed y'all. It's been a long time since we talked about some of them damn mangas. We got, the usuals. It's like nine of them. We talk about stuff like Chainsaw Man, Dandadan, Centuria, Shangri-La Frontier, Gachiakuta, Ranger Reject, Ichi The Witch. Ain't no more Otter of the Flame here, but we ain't replaced it yet. We thinking about, what's going to go there. We got Big Kagurabachi and Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo. As usual, hit the buttons like, comment, subscribe, stomp them sections, share the videos with your homies. Also, just wanted to throw it out there, but we are now looking into inviting more guests on for the show. At first, we were only going to do having guests on for the reviews if they read everything, but then thought about it, and that's kind of restrictive. So now we're going to be reaching out to people and trying to have some guests come on to talk, even if they only talk about Chainsaw or Gachi, or whatever here and there. Somebody can jump in, yap for a few minutes, and then bounce or whatever. Or if they want to talk about more, that's cool too. So be on the lookout because you'll probably see some of your favorite YouTubers or whatever in here. I've been reaching out to some people. If I haven't reached out to you yet, don't worry, I haven't forgotten or missed you. It's a process. I'm reaching out to some people. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter too, DMs, or any of the other guys DMs or whatever like that. But yeah, back to business. We back. Hit the buttons. It's Big Yato. I got Knox and Traffy with me. As usual, we all in this thing together. We back, baby. We gonna talk about some mangos.
It's been a while since it was all three of us, right?
Yeah, man.
Like
The
over a
the tr-
month.
the Trey Amigos. Yeah, it feels good, man. Excited to finally yap for real. So we got Chainsaw Man jumping into it, chapter 228, Dove. And like a dove, what the dude said on the video, let the dove be free. He throw the dove out at the funeral. Yeah. All right. So how you feeling, Knox?
I feel my voice is like so weird right now, but I feel great about Chainsaw Man currently. This Locust Man was wild. These last couple of chapters that we had him. What did you like? Can we talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, sure. Feel free. Since okay, so putting it out there, since we've been going for a while, people, kind of give us a break because we're gonna be a little rusty and we might have to recall some things from previous chapters.
Oh, I'm
So yeah, the floor
super
is yours,
fucking
baby.
rusty for sure, and Traffy is musty as usual. But I mean,
What the
I'm
fuck?
just, but yeah, no, fuck, dude, the Locust Man, bro. Like, what's good with that guy?
So I I like this new chapter, but like I put out a video saying Fujimoto, everybody's in an abusive relationship with Fujimoto. He don't love you, and you need to break free from the chains that bind you. Because I personally was just not moved. Like the locust thing was cool, but like that whole, it was like a cool candle on a fucking sour cake. Like I don't know. I the story had been for it's I mean it's still there. It's just I don't like the way the pacing has been going and like how we've been getting these crazy insane cliffhangers like when Denji was like gonna go to hell and eat all the devils and then like it's like oh fuck what's gonna happen? He go to hell and then it's like no devils there except for the locust and then like I think me and Traffy talked about it last week. It was or not
We
last
did.
week. Yeah, it was
Nah,
like they go to hell and within the same chapter like arrive in hell the chapter ends and we're leaving hell. It's like we're not spending any time. Same thing with like when we were talking about Yoru doing the fucking moon spear and it was like the cliffhanger was like oh shit Yoru's gonna like do some super crazy shit with the moon and then like the next chapter was just a spear. So it's like personally I have not been very moved by Chainsaw Man, but like stuff good stuff still happens. So like this chapter I felt like was good and the locust devil like existing was good, but I just feel like there should have been more from that.
Yeah, it was weird. He goes into hell, and all of the devils are gone, except for dude. It felt like it was like almost like a budgetary constraint, like you guys remember fucking Beast Wars, the Transformers
Yeah.
CGI
yeah.
TV show that was about like them being animals or whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking like that was like one of the first like full CGI TV shows to exist, and like they just like didn't have the budget to have like a bunch of different fucking characters because they like it cost a bunch to render and animate fully CGI TV show back in like 2001 or whatever. So they like put the setting on like a barren planet like wasteland where there was only like like 12 characters total
Yeah.
because they couldn't like afford to like have any other background character renders and shit. It felt like that. It felt like that. Like it's like, okay, we're going to hell. Last time we were here, it was like this, but this time we're kind of broke, so it's just Locust Man. Like,
Yeah. Fujimoto ain't got no assistants. It's just him now, bro. Like he can't afford to pay these guys, so we got one devil, and then we're
yeah,
getting up out of here.
yeah. And then he like comes in, fights for a little bit, then he like whoops him and eats him with no explanation. Like even Denji like asks Yoru like, "Who is this nigga, bro?" And she's like, "I don't fucking know." And he was like really strong for a little bit, and then eventually gets beaten and eaten, and then there's just no explanation for him at all, and then we move on.
So the way that I have been engaging with Chainsaw Man, these past few chapters have really felt like 14 pages of window dressing for one bit of information.
Yeah.
So like this chapter, for example, Asa or Yoru and Denji go back to fighting, and that is the entirety of the chapter, which leads into the one bit of information, which is that, Yoru still cares about Asa. And that's all displayed in one panel.
Yeah.
So the rest of the chapter doesn't feel important because to the overall plot, this is what's been going on for the past few chapters. Like, we're just going back to the fight between Yoru and Denji.
Mm-hmm.
It's a much bigger, like it's a big change from like part one when we had Denji and Makima, but like Makima, like this, we had a similar situation to this, but back then Makima was kind of serving as like the narrative device. She was like telling us, Chainsaw Man was so and so, and back in the day he did X and Y, and he can erase all these concepts. So we were getting a lot of like new and fresh and important and like interesting information while seeing Denji tear up these other devils. Like when he was like whooping on Makima's like homies, she was giving us this information. But now it's just like we're just watching it happen, and then at the end of the chapter you get like a knowledge bomb or something. Like you said, like at the end you find out like, oh okay, Yoru does actually care. But it's like
Yeah. I
for
think there
for
is
the rest
something
of the
cool
chapter.
about there being like a couple different conflicts happening at the same time. Like you have like the Chainsaw Man, Denji versus Yoru, like physical conflict, but then you also have like the Yoru versus Asa psychological conflict too peppered in, which is interesting.
I
but
think
like, yeah,
I think that was the strength of part two, because the beginning of it really focused on showing each of these characters' perspectives separately, and now that they're together, that's all they're showing, and it just isn't as strong as it was.
yeah,
I feel like there probably could have been a little more to kind of help it because like we know just based on looking at like Asa and Yoru's kind of relationship in the beginning, it seemed like Asa was kind of being, misled. Like she wasn't fully understanding the situation and that Yoru was a devil. So it was like it felt like she was kind of getting to a point where she thought that maybe they could coexist peacefully and get along and it'd be all good. And then when Yoru started, bombing the city, and she's like, "I'm a devil, don't you know?" It is like, shit, I can't actually ever get along with this person. She's horrible. But now we got this. It's like such a big shift. It goes from like, okay, we can be cool to, oh my God, no, she's a terrorist, so we can never be cool to like, why'd you avoid that bird? Because you really like birds. And now it's like, well, damn, like, do I get soft again?
right.
Yeah,
Do I get soft again? I mean, I've been hard the whole chapter. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. But seeing the
You got a rhino
flashback to
pill.
seeing the flashback to Bucky, it was like, damn. That's the chicken's name, right?
Yeah, Bucky.
yeah.
Buckums with the
I've-
guts out is crazy.
I've mentioned this before, and I'm just gonna kind of restate the comparison here. So in the game Yakuza 0, you play as Kiryu and Majima, right? And the entire sequence of the game is you play like a chapter as Kiryu, and then the next chapter is as Majima. And when you're doing this, you get to the end of the character story and it goes to the next chapter and it switches characters, and you're initially mad because you're like, well, I want to know where that story was going, and now we're switching over to this character. And then you play some more, and now you're hooked on this character's story, and it switches back to the other one, and it's a cycle that just keeps repeating. Now, the strength in media that does something like that is that when it comes to an end, you're seeing how these stories collide with each other, and typically they are well written. So you're seeing like this journey of two characters who had nothing to do with each other meeting in the middle, and that's what we're supposed to be seeing here, but it doesn't feel like it's written well.
Hmm.
Yeah, it feels like there should be like I feel like I should be feeling more from this. Like the things that are happening aren't bad. It's just like something about the story has kind of like sucked the excitement out of me for these things that I feel like a year ago I would have probably been screaming about. Like, oh my God, this is crazy. But I don't know. Like, I'm just like in these first like 3 pages, you see, Yoru's face, the way she's looking. Like, that's kind of how I feel. Like, she's looking at Chainsaw Man, kind of skirting away, and she's just on her bike, straight face. Like, I don't even know. Like, is this the face she's making this face because like she knows it's over, like the game is over, or like is she looking at him because it's pitiful? Like, what is this like? This expression
She's
saying
not
to you
she's not
guys?
having fun anymore or some shit.
Yeah. It's
He's
like so many
damn,
things
I
can be
really,
taken.
I really whooped this nigga and it's up now.
Yeah, it's like, so you think she's disappointed
Maybe.
and not having fun?
Because like
Okay.
as frustrated as she seems to have been throughout this fight, throughout all of Denji and Chainsaw Man's like shenanigans and his strategy, it seems to have been pissing her off. And she seems to have been like, fuck you, man, don't do this shit. But at the end of the day, like, she is a devil that lives for this kind of conflict. You know what I mean? Like, she is war. So, like, this is her shit. Like, she could be having a great time just because, like, this is the whole point of the concept of her devil. While also, being upset at all the other stuff he's doing. But at the end of the day, like, she is the devil of war. So now that she sees that the fight is, like, probably over, she's probably like, oh, man, this is the best fight I ever had. This is the best war.
Yeah.
This is the best war I've ever been a part of, or some shit. And now it's just done.
Yeah.
But she
Yeah. It's
she
like
thinks it's done. Yeah.
that feeling of like you finally got your favorite fucking ice cream, but you on the last scoop.
Yeah.
This kid's hit you. I'm never gonna have this ice cream again.
Literally.
Type shit. Yeah. So there's a few things that I just thought was like interesting here, like him spitting up the bird. It was crazy. And, like when it happened, I was just like, wow, that was bad convenient that like he spit up a bird at the exact time, like because Denji didn't know about Buckham's.
Yeah.
But also just like his plan here is to spit. He said he needs blood, so his plan here is to vomit a devil and then eat it to get his blood. So he's like doing the dog thing where like dogs throw up and then they eat their own shit, they eat their own fucking puke. So he's
Barf.
like puking up. Yeah, his goal, I guess, his plan was to like then eat this dove again to get its blood or whatever. But then when Yoru like skirts or whatever, the bird flies away. So I thought that was interesting, but also.
And it's funny because it's like, my nigga, where are you keeping these devils inside of you? Because you're like severed in half right now. Like, do you even have a stomach right now?
Yeah, I think it's all like conceptual. It's just
Yeah.
like a domain, and it's like you go in his mouth, and it's just fucking.
Yeah.
L2.
We need the
Yeah.
perspective like from inside the
Yeah.
the mouth, the stomach. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Ichi the Witch fucking magic circle in there.
No.
Or
no.
like the aging devil.
Oh
in
yeah,
his trees.
man. Yeah, it would be really cool to see that. Like, what does that look like? Like, are they just in there, or are they like in there? Are they in there being like tortured and cut up by chainsaws? Like, what's the inside of that fucking space look like?
Nothingness.
Yeah, they just in the void floating or what? Yeah. Would love to see that. But I feel like since Bucky was kind of like we got this point here where the bird was spit up and it reminded her of Bucky, this kind of to me signals like the end. This feels like something that you see at the end of like the series, or like at the very least at the end of this kind of character arc.
Like a callback.
Yeah, because it feels like, okay, I did the thing and now I can begin wrapping up. Like I couldn't finish the story without having like a moment where Yoru sees a bird and remembers, Asa doesn't like birds getting hurt or whatever. So this just feels like kind of wrapping up to me. I don't know if I think the story is ending here because I still think that there's some things that need to be done. Like we need to see what the Death Devil and the Famine Devil have going on. So maybe Denji pukes them back up or something. I don't know, but definitely feel like we're getting to the end. But this contract thing, I felt like two things. It's funny that Denji is the one explaining it here. Like Denji's like the wording of your contract specifies that the Americans will shoulder attacks against you. Like nigga, this feels too smart for Denji, but also this it reminds me of the Enchained thing where Sukuna was like, you made this deal with me to not hurt anyone, but didn't count yourself in that fucking binding vow. So
Oh yeah.
this feels just like that to me. It's like you didn't fucking think about like attacks that you do to yourself by mistake. You're someone who fucking frequently uses bombs and shit. Like you didn't think to go like any damage that my body takes is given to the Americans instead of like attacks done to me.
Right.
Because it's like I feel like if I handled bombs all the time and shot nukes, I would probably blow myself up by accident at some point. So
Yeah, that's a good point.
Then again, he's also kind of familiar with that kind of contract because of Makima.
Because of Makima, yeah.
Yeah.
It's still just interesting because like, did he? Yeah, I guess Kishibe would have told him. Yeah, because Kishibe did tell him actually. He was like, American, like Japanese citizens are dying every day until you like get this over with. Okay, yeah, so that makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, normally I would agree with you. Like too smart for Denji, but Denji has experience with this, like Traffy said.
Yeah. Also, like the fact that she crashed into a school like this, I don't like. I feel like the wording here, like it didn't have to be school because nothing about this scene to me implies that they're at a school. It just could have been a building. Like I don't know. This is probably me nitpicking. And not saying it's a bad thing, but just like when he said you crashed a motorcycle into the school, I was like, oh, I had no idea this was a school because I don't see anything that makes this look like a school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like an apartment building.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought it was just an apartment or like a business or something.
Yeah, that is weird that it says into the school without
It's
without
not
making it obvious that it's a school, but does it need to?
Yeah.
I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Could have just said when
just
you
a
crashed your
nitpick.
motorcycle into the building just now.
Yeah, just throwing school in there makes me feel like oh, okay, you could have shown me something to like let me know it was a school.
Yeah.
But I think I'm pretty squeezed out on this one. You got any other thoughts for it, Knots?
I'm squeezy.
Okay. Traff stepped away because he's got the bubble guts for our viewers out there. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, baby. This was Chainsaw Man. I said I was going to do it. Chainsaw Man Chapter 228, Dove. Now jumping into Centuria, Chapter 82, My God, My Destroyer. What's your thoughts, Traffer?
Man, so these last few chapters from Centuria have been great. I love how we're just getting away from the main cast completely to really focus on Zira and getting her entire backstory. And it's not just the fact that it's Zira's backstory. This is all a way to increase Altus's presence in the story, making him a fully fledged character, and I love it. I love everything that's happening.
Yeah, for sure. This is what we've been wanting. Like we were hoping for
I'm pretty
Altus
sure
to get
we
this.
said that we wanted this exact situation for Altus.
Yeah,
Like this.
I didn't think
this
it would come in
POV,
this way.
Like us following his character exactly the way that it is right now.
Yeah, I thought we would see. I mean, and we probably still can see in a way where he goes on kind of his own kind of adventure and soul seeking, but like having him be told of the things that he did in this way is definitely interesting. And seeing it from Zira's POV, like I always just thought she was, just some maid at the crib,
Right.
who maybe had some combat experience, but no, she went mad. and all her people was fucking torched.
Yeah.
And,
Can we talk about just how cracked Arcos's powers are?
Right.
This man had the ocean floating in the air.
Yeah.
That's wild,
yeah,
bro.
that's nuts.
Like
He dropped that shit like Sukuna dropped the fire arrow, yeah.
No,
yeah, like, I
like or the
scrolled past.
meteor. This or
Yeah.
oh yeah, no, that was Jogo. But
I scrolled
yeah.
past this first page and like I thought it was just like a stormy sky, and then you flip to the next page and it's just this town is gone.
right.
He wiped it clean the fuck out, and dude's like, "Oh wow, you brought the fucking ocean here. Never thought you would bring the sea." And Arcos is just like, "Shut up, man." Like this, I like how this is showing, because they were talking about he got tired of wiping out fucking civilizations, and thought it was boring. So I feel like another part of that is like he probably officially stopped doing this once he met Zira. Like this, she was something new and interesting in his life. Like after he basically saved / adopted her, because of this war crime that he committed, it was like, you know what, I'm gonna stop like wiping out countries, and I'm gonna just find like strong niggas or whatever, and just solo them or something. I don't know. But
It might
I feel like
even be Zira's like idea. You know what I mean? Like we might continue this flashback to show, the the advancement of their relationship, and get dialogue between them, or some kind of conversation. Like if you're so bored with like genocide and like one-shotting nations with your power, like why don't you just start torturing people or something like that? And because it already says that she's lost her mind after everything that she lost from from the attack from the other nation or whatever, or the other army.
No, because this chapter, she does say, I regret it now. I didn't need to throw away that hairpin. I'm
Yeah.
full of regrets that I continue to enjoy the destruction he wrought, and that maybe I could have stopped him. So I don't feel like it was her idea. Maybe it was her
Well,
idea
she
in the
regrets it
sense of
now.
like,
then.
She regrets
Yeah.
it now in the present.
Yeah. I think he was saying like it still could have been her idea to have him change it back then, but now where they are, like where things are the way they are now, Zira's like, I regret it now.
Right, like if they continue like the flashback to show the start and progression of their original relationship from back when he was Arcos, is what I was saying. Is that like she might be so full of like hatred and psychosis from what she just like experienced or whatever, that she's just on some like malicious like sociopathic shit for a little bit, coming out of the loss of her entire family and village and shit.
Yeah, and maybe it got to her too. Like maybe she eventually kind of like cooled off and wasn't like a psychopath, because like I feel like when we first met her and Arcos was killing people, she didn't give off like the vibe of somebody who was like loving that shit. She wasn't like drooling and going like, yes, Master Arcos, you killed this shit out of them. Like she, the way I saw it was like I thought she was kind of like disgusted by it.
Yeah.
But she probably just couldn't, at that point it's like, you already done drank the Kool-Aid. You can't tell God you don't fuck with his ways.
Yeah.
It's like, so now that he's gone, died, and has come back as like a new person, it's like I can tell him now that like I fucked with it, then I didn't fuck with it or whatever. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's a whole different vibe, because like now he's not gonna strangle her in her sleep, whereas he might have done it a while back. It might have been a situation where she could have feared for her life. Like if I try to tell him like I don't actually like what you're doing anymore, it's like he might flip out, because he's also a fucking lunatic, and he might go like the one person I trusted doesn't fucking love me anymore, and kill her. So
And just the idea of because we know Arcos throughout the story, and his writing has shown us plenty, to on like the side of him being like this evil psychopath, murderer, torturer, etc., etc. Like we know that this nigga's a son of a bitch, and for him to come in and technically save Zira from another nation that was also on some fuck shit, doing really shitty war crime stuff in her area, now painting him as like this savior from her perspective, is just like a really interesting because like he's the good guy in this chapter,
Yeah.
basically. You know what I mean?
Even though he was
Because
coming to wipe them all out.
yeah, like he's coming to like kill everyone, but like the people that he was coming to kill were also really evil and doing shitty things. You know what I mean? So it's just like an everyone sucks kind of situation, but from the right perspective, anyone can look like a good guy or a bad guy,
Yeah.
especially in times of war. And I think that that's a really interesting thing to say in this chapter.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a really interesting chapter, and like it tells us a lot about Arcos. Like he's taking an interest in this person and willing to bring her along, but like we see, based on this part here, where he's saying, "Why would I listen to some old lady who can't even let go of her kid?" That tells me that his sister has already been killed and brought back to life at this point, and his mom is like obsessed with her. So at this point, he's probably already been killing his sister over and over and like letting her like regenerate, and he's just bored with that and just a lot of other things that goes on in the kingdom. So he's getting tired of being used and sent out to commit genocide. His sister and his family is fucked, and he's found this girl who looks up at him as a god, even though he came to kill her and everyone near her, but she just survived. Luck kept her around. She managed to survive, and now it's like, hey, fuck it, I'll take on this little side project, bring this kid with me, and also just stop genociding. It's interesting.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I love what Centuria is doing. Like, there's been slow moments, but never a moment in the story where I was like, eh, like it's all entertaining.
Yeah, definitely all entertaining. And now it's like watching, excuse me, watching Altus, learn these things, and then Zira. It feels like Zira's kind of going to kind of guide him down a better path, or
Yeah,
try to at least. This is interesting. I hope that like Helm doesn't, I guess, catch wind of it and try to like have Zira killed because of it. Because she would definitely do something like that. But this is definitely some interesting writing here.
I could see Altus's finding a way to use his water powers to like free him from Helm's control once he gains more mastery over it.
Yeah. Part of me low key feels like it might also become a thing where like the inner Altus. Did you say Altus or Atlas? I mean Arcos or Altus?
I said Altus.
Okay. So yeah, I was gonna say I feel like the personality, like the will of like Arcos might also not even allow, like he might be pissed that his body is being forced to do things against its will, and he might find a way to kind of like overpower it. Like, how dare this bitch use my body? Like, I rather let my body, I like maybe Arcos inside is like I rather Altus live his own life, even if I can't be in control. I'd rather the person who is actually like living in my body be in control versus be a puppet to this like necromancer bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's also like the question that gets raised where Altus is saying that he can't disobey Helm's commands. His body moves on its own to kill people when she tells him to. And it's like, is that a verbal command, or does she just have to like? Is it like based on her will? Like, does she just have to think it? Because it's like, what if he like busts out the back door like while she's sleeping and like gets like a considerable distance away from Helm? Does she just have
Yeah.
to think like come back here or go kill someone and then he will, or does he have to be like verbally given the command? I think we've tried to talk about this before too when it came to like Amber, kind of like stancing up against somebody, without Helm having to tell her anything or something like that. There was like a scene where she was like, "Hey, are you sure about that, my nigga? Because I can kill all of you right now." And then Amber like flexed her big ass arm in like preparation to like attack somebody, even though there wasn't like a verbal command given or something like that. It felt like it was a more of like a will based thing rather than like a verbal command thing.
Yeah, I definitely want there to be conditions, and I don't
Yeah,
want it to kind of flip flop. But like, if there's conditions, like if it's based on like how much time she had to make the resurrection doll or whatever, versus like how long they've existed and things like that. Because like when she made Altus, she said she stripped him of his will and personality or whatever. I can't remember the details. Maybe I'm saying it the other way around, but like there might be differences. Like I hope it's not a will thing. I hope that
Yeah.
she would have to say something because I would like for him to be able to run away and then not kind of like have
Have
a
to turn
mental
around and
command.
come back whenever she's like,
Yeah,
"Yo, where's Altus at? Hey, nigga, get back here."
yeah,
Well, so the idea is that she's like creating a soul and then putting it into a dead body, basically. So the way I interpreted it, since it hasn't been specifically said, is it's like the rules of robotics. She has like these guidelines that the soul has to abide by. Like they can't harm Helm or something like that.
maybe also it's like in that case, since Helm is right there, if like someone were to like present animosity or whatever, or like look at me in a way that they might attack, then like Helm will, tense up. I mean, not Helen, but Amber. Like because you showed like killing intent or something, like Amber kind of reacted to that on reflex. Yeah, I don't know. It definitely has to be explained because I would prefer if the commands need to be verbal. So like, because otherwise she could just think Lacrima blow up right now. Lacrima just self destructs while she's 1,000 miles away in bed with fucking Diane and just murder her in the bed, and that just feels too easy.
Right.
That and it
Yeah.
also just becomes a situation where it's like, okay, well, since you could do that, why wouldn't you do it? If she could do it, why not do it now?
Yeah. That's yeah.
So it's like it's gotta be consistent, it's gotta make sense, and it can't be just like, oh yeah, I just forgot I could do that or whatever.
I agree with that.
Yeah, but a good chapter. Love the Arcos and Altus stuff. Zira's backstory was surprisingly interesting and fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah.
The art was cool, except for Zira's mom. She had like 8 chins and a funny shaped head and big ass arms. Yeah,
She's been going through shit, man.
yeah. Was the name
Wait.
Kuramori? The art was arting last chapter. I definitely had some things to say, but we won't hear, so it's all good.
I just realized that there's like this kind of like reflection. So Zeta is like TT, and then Engval would be like the mother figure, and then Arcos Altus would be like Julian.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Oh, yeah.
What? They said, "Oh, what? Oh, yeah!" Immediately.
I had to like think about it for a sec.
Yeah,
Yeah. So like,
it's just it's a reflection of the story we've seen so far, but from in quotations TT's perspective. But
yeah,
it's Zeta.
yeah. And TT hasn't like lost her mind and started telling Julian to murder everybody because she's got like people around her who are sane and loving and normal, and she's got like Diane, and it's like she feels like she has to help protect Diane and also look out for Julian versus Zero who lost everything, and she's looking up as Arcos as a god who saved her and not like a person who saved her.
Yeah.
A person who saved her with something to lose because Julian, after saving her and she lost her person, like Julian still has to keep his little sister safe or whatever. So yeah, it's definitely a mirror, but it's a little different. So it's interesting.
It's like a difference on uh what's the word I'm looking for? Like nature versus nurturing. It's
Yeah,
who the people came into contact with, how they grew up. If you want to take the direct one, you have Arcos Altus, who was born into royalty. They're rich. And then you have Julian, who was a slave. And so it's how they grow up based on their circumstances, reflected in two different scenarios.
yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I wonder though, are we gonna keep with in the next chapter? Are we gonna, excuse me, stick with Altus, or are we gonna jump back to Julian?
I think it'll be time that we'll jump back to Julian because this seems like a good ending off point for this flashback and, you know, these two characters having this moment.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully we spin back to them within, like 15 chapters or so, because I really do want to see Altus kind of go and do things on his own. Um, Especially if it looks like Helm, excuse me, seems like Helm is, she's about to get tied up with this whole witch hunt thing. So, like, I hope Altus can do his own shit.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, but I'm spent personally. I ain't got nothing else for this chapter. What about you, Traff?
I'm skeeted.
Okay, Knox.
I think I'm Gucci.
All right, that's going to do it then. This was Centuria, chapter 82, My God, My Destroyer. Now jumping into a Dandadan, chapter 224, My Power's Been Stolen. And, yeah, just jumping into your continuation from the last chapter, I honestly didn't think that they would get, not, what's her name? The girl on the ground with the glasses.
Rin.
I didn't think they would get her power. Yeah, Rin. I thought like they got, Koki's power, and then like when they were about to get Rin's power, something would happen. But nope, we successfully stole both people's powers, and just continue from there. Do y'all think they're gonna get their powers back?
Probably.
So I could see it going one of two ways. If they do get their power back, this is a ploy by Saint Germain to kind of get on their side, because I specifically remember him telling Red Baron, we're going to try to be friendly with them. And so this could be their ploy for Saint Germain to get closer to them by having their power stolen. He sweeps in, saves them, gives them their power back. Otherwise, I think they may not get their powers back.
I can see it
Like,
being.
for me, it has to be that specific scenario for them to get their powers back, or else I expect they won't.
Yeah, create a problem and then sell the solution type deal.
Donald Trump type beat.
Yeah, I can see that. Excuse me. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that, but it makes sense. But otherwise, I feel like this is a good way to kind of like thin the cast and also add some stakes to the story.
Yeah.
This way, we don't have to like worry about like, oh, Rin's in the big galactic fucking battle royale or whatever, and like people going, she's taking up screen time. We don't want to see her. Where's my Okaroon type shit.
Yeah, it's good to see
like
that
this-
there's actually like, some kind of loss and consequence in a story that feels like characters can't die and won't
Yeah.
die. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
like-
this is an example of like what we be talking about when we say that stakes doesn't always have to come in the form of death. You know what I mean? Or the threat of death. You know what I mean? Like, even though the cast of Dandadan seems pretty safe on like the mortality side of things, like we can be pretty confident that like, Okaroon isn't going to die, or Gigi isn't going to die, or anybody that we've come to care about in the main cast will ever actually be killed. We can be pretty confident of that. So if you're going to set up that dynamic in your story, then you should have other ideas for how to show that kind of loss or that kind of long-lasting consequence, so that we can actually feel some tension and some worry from time to time, and outside of just like, oh, character took damage and is bleeding out of their mouth, but they've been healed by the end of the arc, and now we're eating fucking jumbo shrimp at the table again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, the characters still feel it. Like Okaroon and the gang, they're still going to feel it, like, because their friend, got assaulted. Their friend lost their powers. Their friend lost one of the major things that made them friends. Like, these, powers are what led us to becoming, fucking allies and homies in the first place, these scenarios. So it's like, we're now losing a thing in common. You're losing, a spirit. With Rin, she lost her little turtle buddy. And it's like,
Right.
that was like her best friend. Like, wasn't it like her friends reincarnated or something? Remember, she had like a old friend who died or something. I had to really go. It's
I
been a
can't
while.
even remember, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I feel like the turtle was related to something with her friend who like overworked herself trying to outdo her musically or something like that. People in the comments are probably gonna eat my ass about it, but I
Hmm.
don't remember. But it's just not having that firepower and, for someone like Rin and Koki, knowing that like you also won't be able to help when like the sky is falling down and you got three friends out there in the war trying to like save the world or whatever. It's like a lot of pressure, a lot of, you know,
Yeah,
the stakes are there for sure.
On the Spider-Man 2 stuff,
yeah,
like when he loses power and walks by the burning building, but then runs into it. Anyways,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also like cool to finally see these knives being used because
Yeah.
they've been like pump faked like 5 times up until this point where they've like almost been used to take somebody's power, but it ended up not working. And now we just
Yeah.
get two back to back in like a very ruthless way, like huge water bubble around your friend's face. Like she's got about like 5 seconds of life left. You better admit defeat right now, and they just immediately do it. Then they drop that one, put the next one in the bubble, and be like, "All right, your turn." And then the same thing happens for both of them. And then all of a sudden they're like, "Okay, we got your powers. You can kill them now." And it's like, "Yo, dude! Thank God the Boo Boo Devil showed up or whatever. The fucking the
Boo
Dookie
boo.
the Dookie yokai pulled up and saved the day almost here because it's like, bro, I was like,
just,
how can they get out of this?
just to specify, I am like 99% sure that is toilet-bound Hanako-san.
Yeah,
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
for sure.
I'm not familiar with that like yokai or whatever. So
Or
I
the
don't.
manga.
Yeah, or I mean, I know it's a manga. I haven't read it. You said you didn't read it earlier, right?
Yeah,
The
I haven't read
design
it.
looks so like familiar from not that series though. Like at this last splash page on the on the last page of the chapter, like I feel like I've seen this design somewhere.
It looks like
So
you might know.
yeah, the I was actually going to talk about that for a second, if that's where you were going. But I like how the first person we see get their powers taken by the knife is the first character we see with the knife.
Ooh,
And also, the last page of this chapter is very similar to when she was first introduced.
really?
Yeah.
Do you know what chapter that is?
No, let me bring it up real quick.
Okay,
And y'all can continue talking though.
sure.
I'm trying to find the thing that this looks like. There's like a meme that was going around for a while where it was like a woman's face on a bird's body, and she had a really like long, scary face. Kind of. Oh, here it is. What is this, man? Fuck. Oh, Momo.
Oh, yeah, but
Type
Yeah.
like,
in.
yeah, I remember Momo, but
That's the kind of. Oh, well, yeah. The eyes aren't the same, but the mouth is.
yeah, I'm thinking of something like I don't want to say it's out of like a Pixar movie or something, but I swear, man, it's like on the tip of my brain, bro. Fuck.
Chucky. Yeah.
God, she looks just like something familiar. I'm never gonna be able to think of it.
Yeah.
Anybody
But
that like knows anything about something that looks similar to this, put it in the comments section.
yeah, and feel free to also let us know what toilet-bound Hanako's powers are, other than like dookie, because like making these niggas gotta go boo boo, and then staring at them viciously is crazy. Like, what if they didn't go? Like, what if they didn't try to attack and actually tried to shit? Was she like stabbed them in the neck and ripped their like intestines out or something? Like, what happens here? What's the end game?
I'm
Like,
pretty
I
sure
made
they
you.
still got a shit. Like they're using powers, but like that shit is prairie dogging right now, my nigga. Like that shit
Yeah,
is.
but like, what's her even if they didn't try to attack, like what happens next in the case where they don't try to attack? Like they still got to doo doo. What happens when they try to shit? Does she murder them on the toilet? Does she pull them in the toilet? Like,
Yeah, maybe the condition is like once you start shitting, you get sucked into the giant toilet.
yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
just you just become one with the plumbing. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. Fart bomb nigga foreshadowed this though. Whatever this fart bomb pumpkin butt face ass nigga is he foreshadowed this
Yeah.
just off of his
All right.
ability alone.
So it was chapter 168.
And what happened here?
That was when what's her face was first introduced.
Yeah, she
along
looks
with the
like she
knife.
actually looks like Momo here.
Oh
in
yeah,
this
Koki.
panel.
Yeah, looks like
Yeah.
Momo. Yeah, because I was part of me was like, I feel like we had this conversation before too.
You were
We
trying to
did
say you were
for
trying
Momo or for
Yeah,
you were trying to say that
Koki.
Koki looks like this character at the end of the chapter in this panel.
yeah.
No, the fuck she doesn't, my nigga.
Yeah, she
Completely
does.
different presentation entirely. It's
I
just
can't.
a
I
face.
can't argue.
It's
I
just
can't
a
argue because
face. They're not
she
even
looks
looking
like
at the
Momo.
camera. She's like looking to the left. She's just a head with a hand. There's no ability around her. Just a head peeking through a door with a knife in hand. This is nothing. This is not the same compositionally or like conceptually.
I can't say
know.
nothing because I was definitely thinking that she looked like Momo, and then I look at Koki, and Koki looks like Momo. So it's like Koki looks more like Momo than Hanako does, but she's got the mouth.
Yeah. Oh
But
shit.
I'm feeling like the way she's stanced up though makes me feel like she's gonna be on some like martial arts like Genkai shit. Like
Yeah.
you try to walk into the toilet and you got a box. Like she just started throwing insane hands like
Yeah.
while a nigga got a doo doo. She just beating the shit out of you.
Yeah, she's aura farming like crazy right now. He just sent a full power fart bomb at her and she's just grinning through the fire.
Yeah. Why is this nigga fucking fart Roy Mustang, yeah? Like, this nigga snapping his fingers, sitting in the fire, but he just got jack-o'-lantern on his butt and he farting, yeah. Like, what's up with dude?
Clap
What
his
is...
booty cheeks and light you on fire.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like next chapter is gonna start with this little girl saying your fart gas won't work in the bathroom? That's my realm or some shit.
Yo.
Oh my god. Yeah. I need to see what she's about. I feel like she was sent here by like Turbo Granny. That's the vibe I was getting because she's
Yeah, she
got the
seems
same
like
kind
one
of
her
aura.
Little niggas, yeah, she got the same
Yeah.
kind of vibe.
Yeah, that's where my mind went with that. Like, yeah, this is a Turbo Granny, you know, fucking right hand man, real hitter type shit. Like she sent one of her homies to fucking handle her light work. Yeah, I really hope she just doesn't let these niggas take a shit and they just gotta fight while their stomach is on rock. You know, like they just complaining like I'm finna shit a brick, and it's just like he says Red Baron I think is the one that says like a noble must never have a careless accident. We need to hurry if out of toilet. So it's like who they are won't allow them to just shit on the floor or shit on themselves, so they like feel like they have to get into the stall, but she's fucking preventing it.
So I feel like we skipped over this, and I can't help but to mention it. But what is with these freaks? Like, imagine your head is about to get cracked open like a watermelon, and the whole time you got someone's dick and balls on your head.
Yeah.
Like, and then the other one wants intestines.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
niggas are sick.
Yukinobu went back into the weird bag for this one.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's just trying to like sell the extremely evil nature of these villains.
Yeah. I feel like we can kind of like step away from like, I mean, I get that, you know, sexual assault and stuff like exists and it happens, but like I guess
It's supposed to be like
The com-
unsettlingly ruthless. I don't get sexual assault from this. I get like bro wants to like eviscerate Rin and eat her guts. Like that's fucking like Dahmer shit, my nigga. But he was
That-
also
yeah.
he was
But the other nigga-
Dahmer was also sexually assaulting people, but still.
yeah. But the other
But
nigga
the
is
other
like
guy-
teabagging from hell, yo. Like
Yeah, I think he just wants
He
to. I
could've
think he
just
just wants to
grabbed-
crush her legs with the quads, bro. This nigga's jacked.
Yeah, he's jacked. He could have did it like
he could have
with his
stomped her
hands
shit.
or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Could he?
Yeah. It's
I
just-
don't know. I feel like the dick to back a head is very
Yeah.
intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe.
nuts on the neck is crazy.
Nuts on
Also,
the
why
neck.
this nigga? Yeah. Also, like this nigga, like 2 chapters ago, he was like wearing, you know, full suit, and then he, you know, fucking changed his body. He morphed into water or whatever, and he came back. And he's got one of these fucking shampoo hats on. Like, what's going on with dude?
Yeah, wait, yeah. This nigga's a freak.
Yeah, because he's bald up top and he's got like hair on the sides, but now he's got like this fucking baby shampoo hat on, and it's just super silly. Yeah,
And a bald spot up top. I think that's a bald spot.
yeah, he's bald up top. He's one of them like fucking priest niggas or something.
So wait a minute, that's not just like the top of whatever like hat he's wearing covering his.
No,
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 that's his head poking through.
yeah, he's bald up top.
Hold on, let me ball up top. Hold on, let me see. Oh, he is. He is. I went
Yeah,
back
so-
and looked.
Yeah, so this whole thing is just freaky as hell.
I just want to say that while I'm going back through these older chapters, the Lord of the Flies transformation for Rin is fire, and that costume
way
is
better.
drastically shitting on her fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle bikini.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my
way
god.
better.
This dude's a Kappa. Kappa.
Oh
however you
yeah,
say
he
it.
totally is. Didn't they even say that too? Like it's in his name,
I don't think so.
Uh-huh.
Kappa Kappa
don't
or
know.
some shit. Hold on, they said they were talking to each other, and Kappa was in one of the names. Hold on.
Was
That
it?
completely explains the water powers and
Yeah.
the bald spot on top.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Vakappa. His name's Vakappa.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we already knew that.
Yeah.
Okay, I definitely didn't.
I had forgot, but as soon as you said that, I was like, wait, no, that nigga's name is definitely Vakappa.
Okay.
Well, we told y'all we were gonna be a little rusty.
Right.
Yeah.
And
We
musty.
rusty. Yeah. And dusty. Yeah. But people have already, by this point, if anybody like has comments, they've already left it to call us idiots. Like at least 10 minutes ago. And now they're like, oh, okay.
Damn,
let
I
me
gotta go
delete that.
delete that shit. Yeah.
Or edit, like, yeah, you guys still suck. But like, I'm going to let it slide because you eventually figured it out.
We got there, you know. As long as we get to the bottom of it at the end, by the end of the review, we're safe.
I want to foster a community that will call us out on our shit, and then when they get to the point in the video where we fix ourselves, they'll comment or reply to their comment and be like, "Oh, I see y'all got it."
Yeah.
Bro,
That's
imagine,
what I want, because
bro,
you never see that.
imagine if we
Somebody
do
did that
these-
on my last video.
Like, imagine we're doing these shows live, and then, like, as soon as we say the dumb shit, like, someone's like, nope, it's this, and then we, like, don't even get the chance to, like, figure it out together by the end of the review.
Yeah.
Like, no, I swear, we would have came to that conclusion. I'd probably like, yeah, sure, buddy. No,
They clip us and put us on Twitter like, these fucking idiots don't even read the manga.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody did that on I posted a video like 2 weeks ago, and I was like talking about how like a new manga that I was reading was like Dandadan, and in the video I was like, also by now you're probably expecting, you know, you probably are about to delete your comment saying that this is also like Bug Ego, and then some guy was like, yeah, this is like Bug Ego. 2 minutes later he was like, and I just got to that part of the video.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that did. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it happens sometimes, but like it don't happen enough. People definitely be like jumping in, being like, "You didn't know," and then just like that thing happens 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
But yeah, good chapter. The Hanako stuff was really good. The fucking savage teabagging, I didn't really care for, but yeah, Kappa, whatever. I'm still hoping Kitsa pulls up and fucking Megazords on these bitch ass niggas.
Yeah, we need Kenta right now more than ever. 2 baddies are in trouble.
Yeah. Also, like this thought just came to me, but like with these knives and all these like spirits, it kind of makes me think of like the Jinchuriki situation from Naruto. Like, what if we get a situation where like all of them kind of get free and fucking Okarun becomes, you know, the guy who fucking becomes friends with all 10 tailed beasts or whatever. Like Okarun just kind of fosters a relationship with all of the spirits and not just Turbo Granny or something. Maybe they free all these guys and they help them fight like a cosmic war or something. Like whenever they get their hands on these knives, if they ever get them back or whatever.
I think the really interesting part about this, though, if you really think about it, these 3 enemies specifically could be taken down by someone without powers as long as they have knowledge. Because you got Red Baron, just turn on a big fan. he can't get to you, whatever. For Kappa dude, there's the rules of a Kappa where they're extremely polite. So if you bow, they bow, and when they bow, the water spills out and it paralyzes them. And then you have butt fart dude, and all you got to do is shove a cork in there, and he can't do anything anymore.
Wait, I don't know Kappa lore, yeah. What is this?
Yeah, I
So
don't
if
really know about kappas like that.
if water spills from them, they become paralyzed. But Kappas are really polite, so if you bow to one, it'll bow back and it'll cause the water to spill.
Wait, do they normally have water like in their heads or something? Like
Yeah,
how? Where's okay? 'Cause I was gonna say now that you say that, I'm thinking like, what if fucking Hanako like kicks him in the stomach and he pisses a little bit? Is that gonna like paralyze him?
maybe
Like,
if it causes him to bend over.
oh, he's got well, yeah, because I mean, she could like kick him, right in the lower abs. He bends over, go like, and then start like fucking peeing down his leg or whatever because he's kicked in the shit. That might paralyze him if that's a thing. I
Yeah,
didn't know that was a thing. Sounds like a vampire can't come in the house unless you invite him type of deal.
that's how it works most of the time.
Okay, learning about kappas. Don't know shit about toilet bound ghosts or whatever, but we
No,
here.
I don't either.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out tomorrow because I think there's a chapter tomorrow. We were on break last week. Dandadan didn't have a chapter last week, so I think the new chapter's coming out tomorrow. By the time anybody's listening to this, it should be out, hopefully. But I think I'm squeezed on this toilet chapter. What about you, Nuts?
Yeah, I think I'm good too. W Boo Boo Devil. We about to see them turn up next week. Tomorrow, right? Or Tuesday?
I think so. Tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah,
Hit you.
tomorrow.
What about you, Traffy? You got anything else?
I'm shitted.
All right, it was a poopy one. This was Dandadan, chapter 224. My power's been stolen. Now jumping into Shangri-La Frontier, chapter 253, Faithfully in Bad Faith. And we are in the arc, man. Been waiting for this for a long time. The fucking PvP arc, the duel between Wolfgang and Schwarzwolf. And I'm hyped. I was very excited after last chapter, the way it ended with Kazo going like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fuck your shit up without leaving this plate," and also like didn't realize Kazo was thick like that. But
Oh, that's literally what I thought in my mind when I saw that panel, bro. I was like, what's all that movement back there?
Why you got all that jigglation, dog?
Whole lot of clapping.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, good chapter. How you feel about this one, Traffy?
Oh man. This was a phenomenal start to very highly anticipated arc, because it's just everything about this chapter is like a part of a standard formula where you know someone's like just talking so much crap and then they get beat. I just let me back up. First off, the title of this chapter is what made me realize titling chapters is an art form, because just Shangri-La Frontier has such great titles.
Yeah, bro. Imagine like, I don't know. It's hard to like name and title things, like at least in my experience from like trying to like write things from scratch, for example, like creative writing shit. It's like I could never, like, it would literally take me like weeks to come up with this creative and relevant of chapter titles and to just like pump them out, like on a weekly basis. I don't know if they're based on the chapter titles of the web novel or not, but it's like, bro, like, yeah, like this shit already takes long enough to draw and do the manuscript for. And now you got to sit here and like come up with like these amazing titles on top of that for fucking
That or
300
like,
chapters straight is crazy.
or like, what if that's just like the intent? Like while they're making this chapter, they like have the theme in mind. Like I want this chapter to be something that's faithfully done in bad faith or whatever. Like what if like they before they even draw the shit, they just have the concept of like the title in mind.
Yeah, maybe.
It's
But
like,
also Shangri-La Frontier chapter titles are like straight poetry sometimes.
yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. Yeah, shit's fire though. I love the I love like the instanced like arena style PvP setup that we have here, because obviously Shangri-La Frontier is a very open world game with open world like full loot PvP. I think is how it was explained in the earlier chapters. So
Yeah.
for them to like come into this closed space and like rent it and like close it off to the outside world to where they can't even take screenshots and whatnot to set it up. It's kind of like the way Lost Ark does their PvP, where it's like 1v1 and then the rest of your niggas are on the bench like waiting for you to die, and then it's their turn, and then I don't know if they get to they said they can't use items to heal or anything like that. So, and there's nothing set up to where their health will naturally regenerate after each bout. So yeah, it's like you just get your 1 HP gauge until someone eventually beats you. So
There's a word for that, isn't it? Like round robin or something? Like
yeah,
the
something
style
like
of
that.
like fighting.
Yeah. So I think Katsu will go into the next fight with half of his HP, because I think Buddy took half of his HP in this round. So then the next fight will start and he'll be half HP. I like this setup. I remember, and I don't think Lost Ark is the only the only MMO that has PvP like that. It's just like the most recent one that I can remember. But yeah, that shit is dope. But even though this dude got fucking danced upon, and he's like high key fodder, like, and was talking a lot of shit, so you knew he was going to get whooped. And this is just like a chance for Katsu to like flex, as Katsu in Shangri-La Frontier for the first time since coming out of the Galaxy Heroes arc, I think. So that was a good showing for him. But that the dude still had like a little bit going on before he was whooped. It wasn't just, you know, it wasn't just like a haha, I'm the best, boom, one shot or something like that. There was actually a little bit of strategy on both sides.
And he did enough damage to the point where, like, I wouldn't be mad if the next round, like, Kazo was like, okay, so I'm not using that limit again. Like, the next person that comes in to fight Kazo, he's like, okay, I'm gonna actually move around and fight you for real. Like, he just handicapped himself for that first fight just to show off. Plus, like, now he's got half health, so
Right.
it's like, okay, I'm gonna do a little dancing on this next fight. I'm not gonna like, you've seen what I'm capable of. Now I'm gonna really
Yeah.
like put fucking foot to ass.
There was just such an interesting like story told in this one fight against this like brand new character who ended up being like comedic relief fodder. You know what I mean? Like on the Katsu side of things, you know, it's just straight aura farming pretty much until the end of the fight or whatever. But for him to be like, yeah, I'm gonna limit myself to like not moving from this tile. Like, yes, that is badass to say that, and that is cool to flex on a nigga by staying on the one tile for the whole fight. But then to eventually just like lie about it and like kind of like find a loophole around it so that you're not technically lying but you are, and to like use that as a way to show the inexperience of the opponent, because it's like, bro, like why would you even believe that in the first place and like believe it wholeheartedly? Like that just shows like, how much of a loser you are, or how inexperienced you are, in this shit, which is just a really cool statement to make. But then on the dude side of thing, on the opponent side of things, this Dine and Dasher nigga, he starts off trying to box close quarters, couldn't do it because Katsu's hands are too nasty. So he like distances himself and like starts, doing long ranged attacks with these sword and dagger skills that I don't even think Katsu knew about or whatever that are available in the game. So we like actually learned something about the game from this fodder character, and he implemented a couple of different ideas in the fight before losing, and it was just like there's just so many things working together to make it such an interesting first fight for this tournament, and there's layered strategy on both sides, so it's just really good shit.
There's a lot because like even like with Kyogoku being on like our squad side, like Kyogoku doesn't know Kazo, so Kyogoku the whole time was like, "Why would you do that?" Kyogoku's even referring to Kazo as a girl. She's like, "Why is she putting that restriction on herself?" Because she doesn't know what kind of player he is. Like even last chapter, she was sleeping on him. Like last chapter she was telling him like, you're fighting for us. Don't go out there and fucking shit the bed. And then they're laughing like, oh, you don't know this dude, like, because she's never actually seen Kazo in the field. She don't know him personally. She just joined this fucking gang of friends who've been playing games forever, and so like her not knowing and speaking out loud, being like, what the fuck is he doing or what the fuck is she doing? It also sells it to the opponent's team because like they also are like, what the fuck is like even your own homie don't know why you putting this restriction on yourself. What is she thinking?
Right.
Yeah.
So it sells the fight like very well. And I love just Shangri-La Frontier. We always talk about how it kind of reminds you of actual like real gaming. You think about it like a lot of things that are happening here, you see it in real games. Like Don Dasher, last chapter, Kazu's like, "What the fuck's with that name?" And he's like, "Didn't you ever see the show?" And it's like, bro, I do that. All my characters are named after like anime characters in video games. Like
Yeah.
he's just like me for real. I've never, usually in a story, it's just like my name is my name, and it's just because I Don and dashed or something. But no, he named his character after an anime that he liked. And it's like, oh wow, that's cool to see.
Hell yeah.
And
His character
him
design
being
is actually low key dope too.
yeah, and him being like level 99, it just goes to show because like he's higher than Kazo, obviously, and Kazo is just like the difference is like this guy's a high level, like really good player in a good guild going up against a professional gamer, and it's like there's a difference.
Yeah.
Kazo gets paid to play games, and
Right.
you were just someone who no life's on the game.
Yeah. It's like the top 500 on a game's leaderboard versus a professional player. 9 times out of 10, the professional player is gonna win.
Yeah, like just tell him the controls and like let him know the type of things that can happen in this game. Give him like 2 minutes to like get his fucking fingers warmed up, and then he's gonna spank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is dope. Like the whole just Kazo deflecting the blade, and then the fucking like the trick, man. When Kazo was gone, I was like, my first thought was that he did some sort of glitch, like in that Burp game where they were like wave dancing.
Oh,
I thought he
right.
had did something like that, and he like stretched his like character model like across the ring or something. I thought it was gonna be something like that, but no, the motherfucker just ripped the tile up and jumped across the fucking arena with it.
Yeah.
Look,
They were only able to do that in Berserk Online Passion because the game was like glitchy and bugged.
Yeah.
But Shangri-La Frontier is like a perfect game, so I don't know if that's even possible in a game
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Shangri-La.
As soon as Katsuo said he wasn't gonna leave that tile, I knew that the tile he was on was going to move. Like that was just my immediate thought. Not to bring it back, but it reminds me of Hunter x Hunter. Like
Aw.
when Gon picked up the tile to throw it at Hisoka. I
Yeah.
thought something like that was gonna happen.
It all comes back to Togashi.
Can't escape the guy, yeah.
Goat.
We can't escape him, but he eludes us.
Did y'all see the Ichigo versus Yusuke death battle?
No, I don't watch that battle.
Who is it?
Ichigo versus Yusuke.
What?
Yeah.
Why
Who won?
those two?
I have no idea why.
Have they
those two,
done
but
Ichigo versus
clearly-
Naruto yet?
I don't know. I don't know.
I guess conceptually, there's a little bit more overlap between Yu Yu Hakusho and Bleach than Bleach and
Experience that
Naruto,
for
but
them.
like they've been doing the Naruto versus Ichigo like debate for like ever in the community. I want to
no.
say so. It's like
I think
I rarely hear Yusuke versus Ichigo get talked about on like a death battle level online.
I think I would have preferred Yusuke versus Yuji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Yusuke
Yeah.
dog walks him from a
Yeah.
power scaling perspective, but yeah, that'd be
They both got hands.
yeah.
Yeah. Ultimate Hamburria. Yeah, but this is a good chapter, man. And I feel like this was definitely one to kind of set up like a comedic opening to just kind of set the scale and the pace for the fight. And I think the next few fights are going to be more serious, and like we're going to see fights take more than one chapter.
Yeah.
It's like we're in a 5v4 situation, and like obviously Kazo isn't gonna fucking beat everybody until the last nigga. So like,
Who's going last? Is it Kyogoku or Sunraku?
I would assume Sunraku.
yeah, I would assume Sunraku. I would
So
honestly,
Kyogoku has to lose?
I honestly think I would just prefer if like they beat these guys without Sanraku even getting the fight, and it's just
Yeah.
like an upset where Sanraku's like, "Damn, man, I really wanted to like throw heads," and then like
I would love that.
these
yeah.
guys they don't get to see. Yeah, oh man, so like they don't even get to see what Sanraku's capable of, and then like they something happens, like maybe they're all teaming up in some sort of raid or whatever against like a colossi or something, and then these guys get to see firsthand like what Sunraku is capable of. While they're hating on him, they're like, he probably wasn't that tough. We could have beat him. We just like lost because we didn't understand, Kyogoku's fighting style or something. Like they sleep on Sunraku until we get into a situation where they see that he actually would have fucked them up.
Oh my god, no. Okay, so I think we have that wrong. If you go back a chapter,
Oh.
I don't know what page it is, but
They
it's a
even
spread.
said like they don't even got the top 5 best members of Schwarzwolf here anyway. But yeah, continue.
But there's a spread that shows Wolfgang and Schwarzwolf, and it looks like it has everyone in order. Just assuming, which makes me think that Sunraku is next, and he will be going against Saiger Zero.
Okay.
Yo.
Yeah, because I can see Katsu taking down this girl to like half health, but he gets knocked out, and then Sunraku comes in and has to finish her, and then goes against Saiger.
And then he has the like girl and fucking debuff. he gets fucking girlfriend debuffed and she fucking cleaves him in half. Or the other way around, she goes like fucking Rakudo and fucking can't cut
He's
him.
a Tomeka.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I could see Ray dropping out so that it's more so 4v4. Because as I said this in a previous chapter review, why would Saiger Zero fight for Schwarzwolf if she is planning on leaving and going to Wolfgang?
Yeah.
Like, that feels like that would be kind of unfair. So I feel like she's going to drop out and then it'll be a 4v4.
Man, it's hard to really predict because like I feel like I really want to see Pencilgon and Saiger 100 fight because like they know each other and like we've never seen Saiger, we've never seen any of these guys on the right side fight besides the dude that just got knuckled up and then Saiger, but like fucking Rebellion has hella beef because Saraku's been playing in his face for like 3 days.
Yeah, Rebellious
like,
has to fight Sunraku, bro.
Yeah,
Well, to
he
be fair, Rebellious was very upset that Kyogoku murdered a bunch of their members.
True.
yeah. But like, she didn't rub it in the way Sunraku did. Sunraku
Yeah.
like embarrassed him.
Yeah,
Made
he
him look
started
like a
the
fucking
whole
buffoon.
he started the mispronouncing his name shtick that like has been picked up by Pencil God and shit now. So like the whole fucking squad is doing that shit now, bro. He hates this nigga.
I feel like they gotta fight, but
Like earlier in this chapter or the chapter before, he said his fucking name so wrong.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't even
Lu-
trying.
lugubrious.
Yeah, it's like nigga, you just
even Kazu was like, "You're gonna keep doing that."
yeah. Like, that was the most like egregious one. Like you're not even trying to say rebellious anymore.
Yeah, not even fucking close. Yeah, I feel like
Lugubrious or some shit.
yeah, lugubrious, something stupid as fuck. Yeah, so like, I really just want to see. I want to see everybody fight, but like, I think if there was somebody who I would be okay with not seeing, it would be Sanraku because we've seen Sanraku fight 100 times. So I feel like everyone else has to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like we might not get another chance to see, a Saiger 100 fight and lugubrious fight. But like we gotta see Kyogoku and we gotta see Saiger 100.
Yo.
I think those are the
Need that.
ones we really need. And I really hope that from this we get that like, oh shit, you play, so and so, that connection between Kyogoku and Sanraku who play that game with their grandpa in it. Like I hope something makes that like something sparks that connection in this event here.
Yeah, I need that.
But yeah, Kaza with that ass and he's spanking cheeks.
The cheekening.
Yeah, let me see. You're treating this as a joke. My whole job is to win. Yeah, bro made it. He made it serious. Yeah. He came out here to play. I think I'm good for this chapter. You got anything else, Traffy?
Nah, I'm good.
What about you, Knox?
I am good.
Alrighty then, that's gonna do it for Shangri-La Frontier, chapter 253, Faithfully in Bad Faith. Now jumping into Big Gachi, Big Cooter, Gachiakuta, chapter 162, part 2, Payback. And Knox, how you feeling?
I wonder if anyone. I know you just said like the whole name of the series that way or whatever this time, but like for the people who like Big Gachi, Big Cooter, like I wonder if there's.
What? He says it that way every time.
No, I know, but I wonder if anyone's like Cooter, like it like connects it to like Akuta. Like, they just think we're saying Cooter because
like I'm stupid. Like, does he really not know the name and they're not correcting him? Like, what the fuck is wrong with these guys?
He said Big Gachi Akuter this time. It's like normally it's just Big Gachi, Big Cooter, and it's like I wonder if there's anyone that's just like, what the fuck are these niggas saying? Anyway, this shit is crazy, bro. I don't even know, like, I don't even know where to start on this shit. It's crazy, like, how big of a threat Maimo was presented to be, like, when he first transformed, and how, like, impossible that hurdle seemed at first, and how, you know, Rudo has just made him look like a fucking insect by the end of this fight.
It's fucking, it feels good, man.
Yeah, it feels really good, yeah.
Like when later on in the chapter when you see this motherfucker like running for his life and he's like sweating, you know, his face, he's like, I gotta get the fuck out of here, retreat, find some cover, and like fucking lick my wounds and then come back. It's like this. I love these moments with villains, like
Page 8 specifically, like retreat is a valid strategy. I'll regroup and get ready to try again. The second they let their guard down, I'll make them suffer like they've never suffered before. That like skinny middle panel before the last one, where he looks so fucking scared, bro. Like he's trying to talk to himself about the strategy he wants to implement, but like his face is like saying that he's got boo boo in his drawers right now.
And then Rudo is just up on the wall, just like Batman staring at this nigga, like he got you locked in, bro. You got a fucking tracker chip on your cape. You're not getting away. Like this is just peak, man. This moment.
Yeah, and like he's talking like a little ass kid, bro. Like you were just like demonic angel, like Lovecraftian horror, like 10 chapters ago, and now you're sitting here saying fleeing into a hidey hole is nothing to be ashamed of. Like you're a little ass kid, bro. You're like 5 years old. Like what is this dialogue?
It's definitely one of those like moments where like he was more intimidating. Not to say like he lost, like he became like a shitter or whatever after he started talking, but like he was definitely more scary and menacing, like in aura and appearance before like Zonka ripped his mouth open, and then after that, it just kind of progressively like gotten less intimidating as like Rudo has started beating his ass. It's like wow, it's crazy. He's a whole different person from when he first transformed.
Right.
Like now we're hearing his thoughts and seeing his inner monologue and you know the conflict that he's having and just praying that these words you know fucking get Rudo to start crying up, just crying like a baby so he can you know stab his heart and shit.
I think that's been one of my favorite parts about this arc is just how they use perspective and size to kind of shape how you're reading the story. Because, like, we had a discussion before where, you know, I thought Maimo was much bigger than he actually is. And it's just because of the way that Keirana had drawn him to make him look larger than life. And even in this chapter, when it has the flashback of what he did to Zonka, he looks huge.
Yeah.
But, you know, as Rudo is taking over and winning the fight, even Maimo points out that, you know, he's gotten bigger. And I love how that's being used to kind of, you know how, like, they'll use red to indicate a bad character and blue to indicate good, like that.
Yeah.
You gotta change your laundry, bro.
Yeah, my bad.
Ding 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 a ling a ling.
Sounded like fucking
Bro, that shit still going. I gotta say, you gotta say I'm sorry. My shit be binging, yeah.
it sounds like
Yep.
that one Pokemon like OST like ding 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 ding.
You should be able to
Jesus.
customize them shits, but nah, yeah. This I feel like it. I feel like yes, like there's definitely some like play with perspective, but I also wonder if there are like changes being made, like because at first we didn't see feet for Mimo, but now he's got like these fucking dagger blade feet, and like was that always there, just under his robe, or like is this a
Maybe, yeah, I don't
change?
know. I mean, because it seems like Rudo's form is like changing over time, like maybe with his anger or something, like on some fucking Incredible Hulk type shit.
Yeah, because I mean, like you said, fucking dude said he looks like he's getting bigger,
Yeah,
and like I think that is happening, right? Like he is growing. That's what you were saying, right, Travi? Or am I tripping?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
he,
yeah.
he is getting, yeah, he's bigger than he was a second ago. Gounce's words are making, so in his case, Gounce's is making him bigger and stronger. But Mimo just appeared that way.
yeah, and
Yeah.
they talked about the difference between like what they were doing too. A couple chapters ago, I think too, Mimo had made the point to kind of establish the delineation between like his transformation and Rudo's and how they're similar and how they're different because he just gave himself a command using his vital instrument, but Rudo is doing a combination of his ability and Gauntis's ability and like their shared like soul space or whatever. So like maybe like that is what gives Rudo a more like malleable form that can grow over time or whatever and be shaped in different ways, whereas Mimo has like a static size based on the transformation that he kind of gave himself or whatever from his microphone.
Yeah. This fight's just funny to me because like it's like a bully, who is not necessarily like stronger than everyone, but like he has some like he likes to bully people with his words, and people, fucking fall prey to that. But now that it's reached a point where his words are no longer having any effect, and someone has come to fucking cash his check. He's like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Like my shit talking isn't working anymore. Like he usually relies on these words that hurt people and make them distract them and take their head out of the game. But like now that shit is failing, and Rudo is chasing him down while he's trying to like run away. It's like the things you say don't have power over us anymore, type shit. Like I'm done listening to you, chase you down, beat your ass because you said enough.
Right.
Yeah, you're not saying what I want you to say.
Yeah, and he told a nigga, you're done talking. Like
Hmm.
trying to
He
put you
gonna
in the
take.
ground.
Well, he still wants to get the answers out of him,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
he knows he's not gonna say it now, so he's like, just shut up, just shh for now.
yeah. Stabbing him through the chest though, crazy, crazy work.
Hey, remember what you did to Zonka? Here you go.
That and like, is he gonna get fucking PTSD from seeing, like what if like next chapter he goes like, huh, just like Regto, like fucking
Yo.
if Mamo says that to him, like while his fist is through his chest, like, isn't this just how Regto died? It's like Rudo would probably snap at that.
Yeah,
But yeah, this was definitely some horrific farming was done here. Rudo standing over him. Zonka, do you remember what you did to them? Like that was a crazy page. And just lots of crazy stuff. The one page I didn't care for because I feel like the choreography was off or something was page 10, because you got Rudo, he runs over, Mamo's fleeing, Rudo lands in front of him, and then he kicks him like under the chin, and he
Yeah.
goes flying up, and then like unless I'm tripping, Rudo should just be jumping straight up, but why does it look like Rudo is coming from like the left of him instead of like riding up, running, jumping up beside him. It looks like he's coming
Oh,
from a different angle, and then
yeah,
when
I
he
see what you
punches
mean.
him, yeah, then he punches him, and it looks like he goes straight into the ground. So it's like this angle doesn't really make sense.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
I think
okay,
yeah.
okay. So, um, Mimo is above him, and he does the little sharp foot stab kick down. But Rudo grabs his leg with his tail,
Wait,
and
no.
then
Wait, what page? I'm talking about page 10.
yeah. Hold on, let me.
The one where the only like Mimo says gasp no.
Yeah. Kicked him in the chin bone, went flying straight up. And then it looks like Rudo's like reinforcing his fist in some way.
Yeah, because I think you're looking at
Oh,
page 5
yeah,
where he
I
catches the
was.
thing with his tail. Yeah,
Goofballer.
he kicks him like straight up, and then like he should just be jumping straight up to like chase him. But when like we get the next page of Rudo, he's like beside him, but like off to the side instead of like being right next to him. And then he punches him, and like from this angle, it looks like he should punch him into the wall, but he goes spiking down to the ground. It looks weird.
Huh.
Like it feels like
Yeah.
these directions don't make sense. In the anime, it would. They would just fix it. But like I just feel like the angle that Rudo is approaching this punch from doesn't make sense from where he would have jumped, and then where Mimo's body ends up after he punches him.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, but he shit on his ass.
Yep.
That boy Wolfie for real.
Big Wolfer.
Yeah.
Punched him
Lots of-
straight through the solar plexi.
Yeah, his shit's cooked. A lot of fire pages in this one, man. This was dope. And this one, K Rana like took a break before or something. Like we had a half chapter. The chapter before this was like 6 pages, 3-4 pages. And now actually I think Gachi's on break for 2 weeks. So like there won't be a Gachi this week and there won't be a Gachi next week.
Damn.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on because like the anime's over. So like she might be sick, going through some shit.
What are we gonna do with no cooter for 2 weeks?
Yeah, no big cooters is crazy. And there ain't no small cooters to fucking hold us over.
No.
Yeah, this is not a fucking child-friendly stream, yeah.
Not at all.
Hopefully nobody's like listening to us with their baby on their chest.
Cover your ears, little Billy. We're talking about Gachiakuta.
Talking about big cooters on stream. Anyway, yeah,
it's
fire
an R-rated
chapter.
show.
Yeah, R-rated. Fire chapter, fire art. Like this first page, their second page with them spinning, it reminds me of like the Sonic Adventure fucking 2 cover art with Sonic and Shadow kind of like spiraling.
Oh shit! Wow. Hold on. Let's look that up and put it side by side.
Yeah. Once you do that, it's not gonna fucking match. But
Hold on.
it reminds me a little bit.
Oh, I see it.
Wait, is it? Hold on. Is it Sonic Adventure 2?
Yeah,
No.
kind of.
Sonic Adventure.
You never know, like what it can be an inspiration or an influence in art or writing.
Yeah. That reminds me, I gotta figure out what. So there was something somebody was like questioning the influence of recently, and I feel like it might be something we talk about, but that's a thought for later. But yeah, I like the chapter. You got anything else for this one, Trav?
Nah, I ain't got nothing else.
Nice.
Gucci.
All right, we're gonna be back, baby. We remember we rusty. It's been a while, and Cooter is on break for 2 weeks, so we're gonna be back to talk about big Cooters and big Gachis soon. That was chapter 162, part 2, payback. Now jumping into Ichi the Witch, 69th Hunt, Star of Light. And Knox, how you feeling about this one, man?
Butterscotch, yo. This one
Scotchy?
It's very scotchy. So like Chrono's probably gonna die, right?
I think so, but like I low-key think he's kind of got like some Phoenix stuff going on, maybe.
Oh shit. Okay.
Maybe he might reincarnate into the baby or something. I don't know. That'd be
Yo,
weird.
that'd be weird. I think dude, it feels like he's like burning himself out, or maybe he's gonna like get so weak that like Hisashi like loses all respect for him and just murders him. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he like respects him for being so strong, but he's like risking everything for this human who he already hates. And He's making himself so weak to protect the human. And this whole like character of Kizashi has just been like obsessed with strength and obsessed with Chrono for being so strong and so like he's like his idol, you know, and like now he's kind of like seeing him in this like, you know, from Kizashi's perspective, this like very pathetic state where he's probably just like, bro, why did I ever idolize this nigga? And then at his weakest point after he hits this skip to bring Ichi back, I can see Kizashi being like, like, you know, like just fucking ends his shit at his weakest point.
Makes me wonder though, because like Magics, you know, they have these trials and they, you know, there's the whole acquiring process. So like, what is Chrono's trial? And like, once he gets to a weak enough point, like, would he, like, are we gonna see a situation where like someone gets Chrono and someone gets Kizashi? Like, is Ichi gonna get Kizashi and like, I don't know who, like Discaris gets Chrono or
We
something?
keep
Or
saying
maybe
other characters are gonna get these magics, and then fucking Ichi just gets them every time. So
yeah, but like I don't see it being that way this time. I don't see both because then that would mean that Kizashi gets to fucking bother Chrono for all eternity within Ichi's magic circle.
right,
So like
isn't that
I
funny?
can see not for Chrono, that sucks. Like we
Yeah.
like Chrono.
I mean,
Like,
Chrono like still fucks with Kizashi to a certain extent. You know what I mean? If the threat on, you know, Minerva and his baby are gone, and it's just, you know, Kizashi and Chrono in the Pokeball together, like where
I don't
they
know if he'd be
he
happy
can't just
about that.
harass him. Like I don't know.
I
can
feel like he
see
would be
them.
pissed to be like imprisoned forever with the guy who like tried to murder his baby mama.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they'll acquire Chrono out of respect
Okay.
because of the whole situation.
True.
I could see it playing out that way, or maybe they acquire him to allow him to live on, or this whole baby situation just kind of makes him fade from existence.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he is kind of like linked to the growth of the baby, like power wise or magic reserve wise or whatever. I think that's what Kizashi had said. It's like, yo, you're like kind of like weaker than before. Is it because of this baby? Like,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's getting nutrients from him via invisible magic umbilical cord.
yeah. So maybe like that's what happens when a magic impregnates a human is like the fucking baby grows and gets born, and then the magic like ceases to exist and is replaced by the baby.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So like, man, yeah, like this. I feel like this little like their spat is gonna end soon, especially with Ichi now being back.
Yeah.
Like, Kizashi is about to get thumped on, because everybody's making moves, and Kizashi's already lost like a lot of his lives, so his power I feel like has already been kind of cut.
Right.
So yeah, somebody's definitely about to acquire him, but whether Chrono gets acquired or not, I guess my thought process was like that the magics don't just like die. They
Yeah, I don't know why I thought like magics could kill other magics, but humans or witches have to like acquire them or some shit. I don't know.
I mean, they might be able to die, especially in a case where like Chrono is like getting weaker. Like maybe
Well,
there is.
the world or the human hater, world hater magic, he can kill other magics with his
Okay.
staff. So it is possible, but I don't know how like special or unique that is.
Yeah. Gotta look further into it. And like he's actually got the whole like his thing is dying. Like he's got the numbers on his chest. So he's died, X amount of time. So like what is considered a death?
Right.
Like, I mean, I get it, but like if you do enough damage to kill like Kizashi and his number goes down, and you do enough damage to kill Chrono, does he die, or does he just, if it's not within his trial, does he just like regenerate? But
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, you got to get a little more explanation on this. But yeah, this chapter's dope, and there's like this threat. They got this solution for rewinding Ichi, but you don't know like if it's a good move because you might
Skipping,
be
fast forwarding. They fast forwarded him.
skipping. Yeah, and it's like you might be interrupting his channeling process. Like he might be reining them in and getting them under his foot, and you cutting that off by force, skipping, and now you brought Sukuna back out, and it's like that's exactly what fucking
Yeah,
happens.
literally, it's like, yo, you could be the shock could give Uroro an opportunity to take his body over again, and then we're cooked. But Ichi just wrenches him off of his face real quick, and it's like, oh,
Yeah, I love
I
that.
do. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I love that, like, on instinct, Uroro does defend the girl, though.
yeah,
Because he's the initial one to take over, and he hops up and defends her. And then Ichi takes over. I just thought that was kind of like cool characterization for Uroro. Maybe they'll play into that.
He also, I
maybe
mean,
he just like saw it was an attack and just like wants to fight so bad and like be dominant.
that and like there was the whole like they did box on the ship for a little while. It
Yeah,
was like I'm back, bitch. Like
yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, he
I
does
don't know
say
if that
he'll
was
pay for
necessarily to
assaulting the king,
Yeah,
but
I
I
don't.
feel like a truly evil being would have taken the weakness in the moment that the magic attacked in order to strike instead of protecting.
yeah, like
Yeah, it
maybe
didn't feel like
Aurora would have.
protection to me though at first. Maybe
Well,
maybe it is, but I mean,
like he
he
got
technically
in front
yeah,
of
but he was already right there, wasn't he? Like she was like
He
in
was
front of
under
him.
her.
Yeah, she was like under her or like right behind her. So the attack is coming
Uh
towards
I guess
him
because it would have
regardless.
went through both.
Yeah,
The piercing would have probably went through both of them, and he
yeah,
just took it upon himself. Because otherwise it's like, fuck it, let him stab her, and while the claw is in her back, I'll cut your head off, type shit. Like,
yeah,
because that's some shit like Sukuna would have done. Like, let her get stabbed and then just kill the opponent. But like,
yeah.
he clearly gets in the way of it. But
Hmm.
maybe it's because like either like Travis said he wanted an excuse to fight and he's like being an asshole, or like he knows that the claw would have went through her and touched him.
Yeah, I mean, it just I could be wrong. Obviously, it just doesn't feel like
oh
protection to me. It feels like a coincidental, like
no
opportunity for like an arrogant flex on the enemy.
she was on a separate or on the other board from Ichi, so she wasn't on top of Ichi.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
then he definitely jumped over there and blocked. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I still feel like it's less of like him protecting and more like you swung at me, bitch. Like he just wanted a reason to fight.
Hmm. It's like he gains consciousness, and then because it's like, yeah, you want there to be like a little bit of like pathos for Roro, like, oh yeah, he actually does care about these humans, and he shows it in this Uroro style way. But like I feel like I don't know. I'm just
I mean, there might be something that he
that
might
would be
have been
cool.
moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might be moving in a way to protect her, and then like Ichi later on goes like thanks, and he's like, "Bitch, I just wanted an excuse to fight." Like there might be a moment
Yeah.
where like we get based on his like his body language, like we find out that he was actually moving to defend her,
Yeah.
but he plays it off like he wasn't.
Right. Yeah. I
Wait,
could see that too.
what if this is more than that, and this is like a in between of Uroro and Ichi, because there is the protecting part, which as you guys were saying, Uroro wouldn't do that. But the first thing he says was that was clearly an attack, something close to death for death, which Ichi would say. And then he says, "You'll pay for assaulting the king."
Oh
And it
yeah. So wait
seems
a minute.
like
Yeah.
Ichi still
Ichi's.
has some control.
Yeah. I think immediately when he woke up to block the attack, it is Ichi because like the dialogue bubble is
Is regular.
is regular, and then when Uroro starts, I think the dialogue bubble changes for Uroro, and
Yeah.
then it
Yeah.
goes back to normal for Ichi
It's like a
again.
flickering thing.
Yeah.
Like they were both there for a second. Aurora got the control after the block, and then Ichi regained control. Like,
Regains
It's like they're
control after
working
his
in
dialogue.
tandem.
yeah.
Or
Or
they're
like,
just like they're like struggling for possession of the body.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm imagining like when you play Pokemon and it's like what Pikachu is evolving, and then the screen flashes between Pikachu and Raichu,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that going on, type of thing. But like,
No,
Ichi
literally.
Ichi took it over in the end, though, and I like that because I mean, if Ichi is able to like do the hand thing, do the fucking Suguru Ghetto choke myself fucking thing, then yeah, he probably was able to like leap the body over and like get a word in before Uroro said something too.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
this
I
is
think
good.
that's the more likely.
Yeah, it was both of them.
Yeah. I literally just like cannot see Uroro going to like protect Shorty because it's like he's trying to kill Ichi anyway. Like
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
wants niggas to kill Ichi so that he can be free anyway. So it's like I don't know why would he I don't think he really gives a damn at all about humans.
I love how he just acts though. Like when after he says you'll pay for the king, and then the bottom panel he's laughing, and he's like, it looks like he's just stomping and parading. You know, this is
Yeah.
some shit. Yeah, like this is funny. I want to see this in motion in anime.
Uroro versus Sukuna, who you got?
It's man,
Big
it's
Cooner.
Sukuna. Yeah, it's big Cooner right now. Yeah,
Well, you
but
can't kill a magic.
yeah. He can't. You know, he can only. Well, no, he can only
Wait.
die by a man.
Yeah, Sukuna's a dude, bro.
Big.
Yeah, well, that's assuming Sukuna could use like the magic. You know what? I'm not
Sukuna
getting
can
it.
do
This ain't what I do.
anything.
Yeah, big Cooner on top. Yeah,
Coonski.
yeah. But no, I like this like yanking his shadow off of him. This was cool. It reminds me of I mean a lot of things, but like the first thing I think of is Clothy from Undead Unluck. That's kind of what it looks
Yeah.
like. Um,
I love how
his
like the dialogue where he's like that was clearly an attack goes into like it properly like flows into the first thing Uroro says, but also the first thing Ichi says.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So it's like that was clearly an attack. You'll pay for assaulting the king, and that was clearly an attack. Death for death.
yeah,
Both of them work.
yeah. This is a banger, man. And Ichi lit that ass up.
Mm-hmm. Inazuri,
so-
your goof ass.
Yeah. Can't wait for next chapter. Like
Yeah, me neither.
this is we're back in Bangersville. Bangersville.
Banger sphere.
Yeah. And like just I just can't wait to see what happened, man, because so much is happening. Ichi's been gone, like he's been out of commission, but like we know that inside the like magic circle, he's kind of got like a TV, so he's been able to see what's going on. You know, because they have like the vision to the outside world when he's in there, so like he's been able to see what's been happening. But
Mhm.
Well, he's more so passed out from physical exhaustion.
yeah, what I'm
I
saying,
don't
like
think he's seeing what's going on.
They said that
this
he
guy
could,
also saying he might be in there.
Well, in his mind space, but I think that like the TV thing was him. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't think he'd
you
be able to
don't
tell what's
know.
going
No, I'm
on when.
I think within the
he's knocked out.
I think within the magic circle though he would.
I'd have to go back to the chapter where it, like showed his vision inside of his like innate domain or whatever.
Yeah, because that happened during the
World
the
hater
world
shit.
hater.
Yeah.
And I think the world hater had like he passed out during that fight, and then he was watching Discara's fight world hater.
From inside, yeah, while he was knocked out with his eyes
Yeah.
closed, yeah. But wasn't it like a replay?
I don't think it was live.
It was live?
Yeah, he pay-per-viewed that bitch.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll find out soon, I guess. But I feel like he's been like watching, and probably like Uroro's probably taunting him, and he's probably like kicking him in the ass, like y'all are gonna do what I say, and they're worried that Ichi's in there, you know, tangling with these magics, and you know they pull him out too soon, and he don't got full control, and they release the inmates. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
Hell yeah.
I just want to see what's gonna happen with this baby. Like,
Right.
is she gonna birth like a 6 foot magic nigga? Like, is he just gonna come out full social security number, beard, and fucking knowledge of everything? Like, I'm a magic, I got powers, mama. Or is he gonna be a baby?
Bro, and that spider Kizashi was stabbing Minerva in the back and shit. I was like, yo, this is a fucking Jiki Shirone prophecy. And then I like thought about it. I was like, no, they wouldn't do that like so soon back to back. Like this isn't like she's not gonna like snap out of it, and this is gonna like end up not having happen. Like this is real,
Yeah.
and then ended up did being real, and I was like, yo, so is she gonna die? Like, and then like is she gonna like birth the baby after like getting stabbed in the back or some shit? Like, but then I was like, oh, Chrono can just fucking rewind it, god damn it.
Yeah.
But I didn't think about that until he did it. I was thinking of like so many other ways that this shit could go. I was like, damn, if so Minerva's gonna die, but like deliver the baby first while she's bleeding out from the back? No.
I mean, if Chrono dies and Kizashi's still around, I mean the risk is still there.
Mm-hmm.
Like Chrono, they probably don't got no more of these time reversals here.
Yeah.
Plus, like we got to get back to Discard. So like I feel like the arc. I've been seeing a lot of people complaining and saying like the arc is running on too long and getting like
What?
yeah, people are like getting fatigued from this arc, and I don't feel it.
I don't feel
But
it.
I don't either.
yeah, I
We're
feel like
getting Discaris backstory. We're
Yeah.
getting Minerva backstory, and I think that most of the audience should be emotionally connected to Minerva at this point enough to care about her backstory and when she ended up meeting Chrono and how their relationship kind of like started and came to be over time.
Yeah.
And yeah, like we've gotten like a lot of really good action moments. Like we've gotten
Gokuraku, beating
Goku
the shit out of
Raku,
Kizashi.
yeah, doing crazy shit. Like, yeah, bro.
We got a lot of
Scar's
information.
doing crazy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, more mention about like the 7 stars or whatever they call them that are under the world hater, and then the other guys here, fighting the scars. So like, I feel like
yeah,
they're gonna wrap up the Kizashi thing pretty soon, and then probably like spin the boomerang jet back to go wrap shit up with Discaris and that other guy on the boat or whatever, and then like say their farewells to Chrono Weaver as Chrono Weaver Jr. is born or something. I don't know. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not tired of the arc. I don't think
Me
it's I
neither.
don't think it's dragging or nothing. Everything's been hitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I fuck with it. And I mean, I'm Osama Nishi fucking stan. So this shit's been bussing and Aruma's been bussing. So I'm here for the ride, baby.
you're
So yeah, that's gonna do it for me. I think. You got anything else for this one, Trav?
Nope, that's it for me.
What about you, Knox?
I'm Gooch.
All right, that's gonna do it. Shit on them. It's Ichi the Witch, baby, chapter 69, 69th hunt, Star of Light. Now jumping into Big Bachi of the Kagura variety, chapter 111, Apex. Knox, how you feeling about this one?
Bruh. Cut my nigga Smeet clean in half, bro.
Schmeat is crazy.
I was gonna say smooth and clean. I was gonna say clean and smooth at the same time.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, cut my nigga clean in half. Gee, that shit's fucking crazy.
This arc, this fight and everything with it has just been fucking peak cinema.
Yeah,
Like-
really. This arc in general is just
Yeah.
it's giving instant classic.
Yeah, like we're wrapping up, and like I think from here, I think it's safe to say this is the last. Like there might be one more chapter for this arc, but I think this, with the conclusion of this like final page, I think this arc is done.
Yeah, Shiba got everybody out of there. Samura got cleaved.
Yeah, like now we just need like a funeral and follow up. Like, oh my God, this is what the world is, and the city of Townsville, Soga Akamura is taking over, and fucking Seichi Samura funeral, yada yada yada, stuff like that.
I don't know how to like properly explain or describe this, but Kagurabachi feels like it is a mixture of different mediums. And just trying to explain that, obviously, on the surface, it is a manga. A lot of the scenes are drawn as if they were shot behind a camera, like you're watching a movie. And then when you're reading it, a lot of the times, how the story is written, it feels like you're reading a book. And so like it's this weird mixture of manga, movie, and books, and it just works perfectly. And I don't know how to properly explain it.
I think that sounded fine.
Yeah, and like there was a
It's very
I
cinematic. and very like
retweeted
thorough.
it
And it's
the
and
other
it's,
day.
yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Fucking. Did you guys see the thing where Hokuzono was like talking about his favorite Tarantino films?
No.
Yeah,
I
it
did
was.
not.
I retweeted it like 3 days ago. I'm trying to find it
I know
now.
Reservoir Dogs is in there. I know Kill Bill is probably in there.
Kill Bill was definitely in there. I
Yeah.
think he said his favorite one was Django actually.
Okay.
But like, yeah, which was I was surprised, but like, I think he said Django was tied with Inglorious Bastards, but definitely
Yeah,
Kill Bill
Glorious. Yeah.
Kill Bill was in there for sure.
Hateful Eight's probably in there.
I don't think he said that one,
Okay.
but yeah, it was like five. But it was just like yeah, people were saying like, oh yeah, I see it in the art and shit. Like I can see it in your work that you like this thing, and it's I mean yeah, it feels like you said, like a movie. Like it feels like we're watching things from different like camera points of views, and it feels like he's intentionally like writing for like this is definitely gonna get an anime.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's aware of where what it's gonna look like when it's animated.
Yeah. I love how at the end of the fight, Samura did end up getting like a pretty decent uh, hit on Akamura before
Yeah,
it was all said and done, so that he didn't just fucking end the arc with no damage on him, bro. That would
yeah,
make
Yeah.
like yeah, that'd be a little too much. I would kind of be a little bit too reductive, I think, to the the work that was done to build up Samura
even then,
from his introduction until now, until his death.
even with that though, I'm feeling like that damage might only be like it might end up only being like a mental scar because this
Oh
isn't his
shit!
body. Like
Wait,
this is Yura's body.
wait, and you want to know what? Oh, okay, never mind. I was trying to.
Like
I was going the wrong way, flipping the pages. Yeah,
like once he like goes back to his regular body, he's probably not gonna have that cut. Or if he
right.
does, that's crazy. But like
No, Yura's
the
got
way
that
I
shit, but
yeah, the
still.
way I imagined it was Yura's now got a big fucking slash across his chest when he gets
Yeah.
his body back.
For all intents and purposes, like he did land the blow on Akamura because Akamura's like skill was piloting the body of Yura anyway.
Yeah.
So like I just think it's good that after everything that we've kind of seen from Samura and like everything that's happened between all of the Kamunabi trying to like hold off the Hishaku forces, and even Chihiro getting involved and doing his best, and the 2v1 with Samura and Chihiro versus Akamura, it's like for them to have not landed a single blow on this nigga, like I needed there to be at least one connection,
Yeah.
It's
before
like when
it was all said and done, yeah.
it's like when you're playing a fighting game and you're on your last sliver of health and someone's about to perfect you and you're just trying to get that one little hit so they can.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. I just love how like I love the like respect between swordsmen
Mm-hmm.
and how it's just like they always go all out. It's like he wants to respect Samura, but he knows that Samura knows he's gonna die, and it's like I'll end this quickly for you. I'm not just gonna like he's like thanking him and shit. Samura thanks him, don't mention it, I'll end it for you. Like I love that. And they're not like using, they can't use abilities in this. This is just coming down to straight raw like skill with the sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Especially when you have abilities that are like this broken. Like when we found out everything Samura could do, we were like, holy fucking shit, that is the strongest enchanted blade that we've seen so
Yeah.
far. Like that shit is busted. And then you get the writing that like, oh, it's like a support type anyway, but the way he uses it is like disgustingly broken on offense.
Yeah.
Then you get the Magatsumi or the Shinichi, and you find out everything that thing can do. And you're like, bro, holy fuck, wait, that's obviously the most broken one. And we knew that like already, but just like, going from the Rakuzaichi arc into, the following Sword Bearer assassination arc or whatever, and just seeing Samura do his thing, you're like, oh my god, bro, like these swords are insane. So to bring it down to like their abilities cancel each other out, and it's just raw sword skill to end the fight is just really epic and awesome.
Yeah.
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 So like Am I tripping? Do you think Iori is gonna get this sword?
Shit.
Like, do you think she's gonna become like a swordsman?
Yeah, she already is one.
She already is.
Okay, yeah, so I'm tripping because like I was thinking like the feather is the sword. He's like transporting it. That's what's happening here.
Oh, wait.
Because like when Samura is dying, he like the sword is falling from his hand and it's like falling, like it's leaning. It's not falling vertically. But
Right.
like when you see the sword stabbed in the ground, it's stabbed in the ground. So like if you look at page 12, like the angle that it's falling, it's impossible for it to stick straight up.
Well, it depends on how
I
high up they are.
I
And how
thought
and
it
how
Standing on
far
the
this
ground.
was.
it depends on how far the sword has to travel from his hand to the ground. Because aren't they like up?
Is
Aren't they up high?
no, I don't think no, they're standing like on like debris that's like I think the debris might be floating, but I think they're just on the ground. Like they're just standing on a platform. So it
Oh
should
shit.
just hit the ground in 2 seconds. But
Yeah, I
I
think you're
think the
totally
feather
right.
is like he's transporting it to her.
Yeah, I think you're totally right.
Unless Traffy was gonna say something.
I
He wasn't. Yeah, I think you're right. No, I'm
thought
kidding. I'm sorry.
it might have been Sheba, but I don't know why he would just leave it with her instead of taking it. Like, not using it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think. I
Because you
think.
see Sheba show up and he grabs Samura's part of Samura's body. Or is
Does
that
he?
Chihiro?
That's
Yeah,
Chihiro.
that's Chihiro. Yeah,
Oh, never mind.
yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think you're spot on, Yato. But like, why not give her the sheath too? Like, where's the sheath? Wasn't he holding that shit too?
I mean, she. I think she. How important is sheath for real? Like, she can just.
Nigga,
She
for
can
their
just get a.
fighting style.
No, I mean, like, she could get a different sheath. Is what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't have to be
Oh,
that sheath. Like,
I guess.
she.
Yeah.
Because, like, remember, earlier in the arc, she had like picked up a sword off the ground and was like
Yeah.
using it, so she can just like swap the sheath.
Okay. Yeah.
But like, yeah, I just kind of like I didn't think of. I was wondering about the feather, and it didn't connect to me until right now as I was talking about it, like, oh, I think because we've seen him teleporting with the feathers like boogie woogie, and so now
Hmm.
it's just like I think he's warping that sword to her. Maybe not like. Maybe not exactly to say like fight on in my name, but just like
I'd
this
rather
is
you
something
have
to
it than
remember your
anybody
dad.
else. Yeah,
Yeah,
remember me. But yeah.
yeah. Like this is all I could give you in my passing or whatever.
I think you're spot on, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's definitely interesting to see like the differences between like Chihiro and Akamura because I'm guessing that I think last chapter they said that at this point, like in this little flashback scene, I think Soga is supposed to be 18 here, unless I'm misremembering that. But like during like their little mental space, like Chihiro, yeah. So last chapter, page 14 Samura and Soga are talking, and he's like, "Ever since you were tiny, your life was devoted to the sword. At 18, you already achieved mastery." And like they're watching Chihiro, not be good at the sword. And then like the next chapter opens with Samura looking younger and kind of like in a dojo or whatever, like slaughtering niggas. So it's like, is this him at Chihiro's age showing like a far greater, mastery of the sword than Chihiro, who is basically just picking up a sword for the first time at the same age.
Yeah, I wonder who's older between them.
You mean Samura and
Samura and Nakamura.
uh,
Samura, right?
yeah, I'm pretty sure Samura's already older.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Don't know if they ever said how old he was though.
I I feel like they'd be relatively maybe close in age.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so okay, so they got to be at least like 36 because the year was 18. The war was 18 years ago, and Soga was a genius at 18 with the sword
Yeah.
or whatever. So they both have to be at least 36 right now. But I'd probably give Samura like 38 or 40.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know, cause like Chihiro and Samura's daughter are roughly around the same age.
Yeah.
So, it'd be kind of fair to think that they'd also be close to the same age. What? I don't think this matters.
Yeah. Just wondering though. But yeah, I was surprised that old fucking Punch Face is still living though.
I
Fucking
know he got his
at
shit
the
pushed
end.
in, and he can just still talk.
Yeah, like what? And he's like good enough. Like this dude's 30 then, because fucking Azuma fucking punched his shit in and threw him
Yeah.
across the room or whatever. He's still just like alive enough to be like, yeah, we'll do this shit. Like Soga's like form the fucking thing around me. Like nigga, that's big words, nigga. Like I will become the fucking organization. So yeah, this is interesting. Like turn of events, man. He's basically just taken over, and he said he was gonna kill anybody who doesn't fuck with it. And he's got like this radical ideal of justice. So he wants to kill Hakuri just because he's born into that family. Like it's a dangerous dude. I
I'm
saw
still
some people.
curious.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Nah, you go ahead.
I'm just curious if he's going to give Yura his body back or not.
I feel like he
Because
would.
right now it looks like he's chilling.
Feel like he would, especially like now that he's taking control. He's like, y'all are my bitches now, and by the way, go unlock the door on my fucking prison before I chop you up. Like, and then just like Kuminabi, yeah. This reminds me of like the My Hero Academia situation where like the villains won, and all the heroes had to kind of like take shelter and shit. Because like the Hishaku, some of them still are around, and now like the Hishaku is basically in this case merging with the Kuminabi because Soga is bringing everyone under his wing. So like all the good guys like Chihiro and Co and all the like good people from whoever Shiba excavated out, they're all gonna kind of like be hunkering down and licking their wounds somewhere where Soga can't find them or whatever.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're gonna do like a time skip or something.
I could see a time skip, and
I could too.
into the new status quo of like dystopian, evil Kamunabi controlled Tokyo
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, and it's like for the last 2 years, Soga Akamura has been, fucking crossing off people from his list and doing X and Y, and the world has just changed dramatically.
God, what does that remind me of?
The Last Ronin. I don't know. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I see the time skip
My Hero.
because like we know it's gonna end with Chihiro versus Soga. And the way that the difference in their ability is written just feels like it's years,
Yeah.
like years of experience between them.
Yeah, because like his blade is fucked. It's not like completely broken, but it's like just barely off the guard or whatever. So he has to reforge.
I thought, I was about to say, I thought Chihiro's shit got literally sliced in half.
It started disintegrating and vanishing, but Samura like healed it or whatever. So now it's just like a 2-inch blade.
Oh yeah, he's about to have to get back in that. He's about to have to get back in that forge, G.
Yeah. So it was foretold the Kunishige blade is coming.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah, it's about to get real. But this chapter was a banger. Especially this double page spread where they're both like fucking heating up and flying towards each other, unsheathing their blades. This shit was fire.
Yeah, bro.
Like this was cinema. I can't wait to see this on the TV screen and just be like losing my shit as I spilled SpaghettiOs all over my chest. Man, this is gonna be one of them ones, man. Yeah, he really cut bro in half.
That shit is wild, bro. When I turned that page, I was like, oh.
Yeah, this is like.
Yeah, like I knew he was going down, but like I didn't think he was gonna look this fucked.
Yeah, and you always wonder like how, because you want like a character to get a good death, and it's like, I'm satisfied with it, but like I wasn't sure how it was gonna happen, if it was gonna be a a fucking samurai situation where he like beheads the guy or something. Like
Yeah.
If he's on the ground like bleeding out, Chihiro, get out of here, or anything like that. Nope, he just cut him down, and he just fucking faded into nothing, burned up.
Yeah, I mean, shit, man. This Akamura nigga could have done him super bogus. He could have fucking. He could have done him like Maki did Shinichi, and like
Yeah,
walk past Shiba holding Samura's head or some shit.
yeah, good guy done really dirty.
Yeah, but I mean,
And
at the end of the
Chihiro
day,
just
they respect each other. Like they're fucking battle buddies and shit.
yeah, and Chihiro just watching the whole thing up there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
I saw a lot of people again doing the thing where they think that a big arc that contains a lot of major characters has to be signaling the end of the series. People were saying, like, somebody commented on my post today because I made a tweet saying I think Shonen Jump is like in like what did my tweet say? Basically, it was just praising the haters who wait for anime to be announced or wait for someone with a bunch of followers to put them on will disagree, but I think our current Jump lineup is very good. This is the next era. And it was in the tweet, I had Alien Headbutt, which came out today, Kineto's Wish, which came out last week, Ichi the Witch, and Kagurabachi, but I'm also including others in that like lineup, like Kane Banashi and just, stuff that's been good in the last like year or whatever. Because like, when a bunch of things end, like JJK and My Hero, people just like every time a bunch of big name manga like that end, people go like, "Oh, the magazine's washed and nothing like Jump can never be good again." Like they always do that for like 2 years because like the next 12 or so manga to hit the magazine get axed, and then like we find something, so we get Ichi the Witch, and then they're like, "Okay, but the magazine's still not good," and then like we got another thing like Kagurabachi, and then they go like, "Okay, it's all right," and now it's like we're in a good spot, man, and like somebody commented on this post. It was like I heard Kagurabachi was ending, and I was like, "What? Like, why? No." Like we still haven't seen anything for the last two swordsmen. We haven't seen anything for Hiyuki, and there's just so many characters that still have things to do. Like Chihiro's about to get busy. Like his sword is broken, and this
Yeah.
motherfucker took over Japan. Like there's so much more to do besides like in the story.
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah. So it was a banger though. I loved the chapter, and Soga's just got like crazy aura. The nigga just be floating,
Yeah, for real. I don't think I've seen him take a single step.
like the nigga just be descending from the sky, and just talking that talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this was a banger arc, banger chapter, banger bachi. I ain't got nothing else for this one. What about you, Nuts?
I think I'm squeezy.
All right, what about you, Trav?
Yeah, I'm good.
We all botched out. Big squeezes around here. Kagurabachi 111, the apex. Now jumping into the final manga segment of the night, baby. We got Big Kaisen, Big Jujutsu, Big Modulo, chapter 21. The awaited one arrives. And not seeing me here for Kaisen in a while, man. How you feeling?
Shit, man. This shit is crazy. At first, I thought he was talking to Yuta. In the beginning of this chapter, Tsurugi, I thought I was talking to Yuta. I don't know why I assumed that, but to like find out that it was Maki when she says I had a younger sister. I was like, wait, did Yuta have a? I was like, oh, this is Maki. God damn it! But yeah, they should have me tearing up, and especially because the Maki episode of the Perfect Preparation episode of the Jujutsu Kaisen season 3 kind of like just came out like a couple weeks ago, so that's like fresh, in my
you did
mind.
that shit on purpose.
Yeah, no, on God. But like seeing the tears like hit the blades of grass and shit while she's thinking of like how she could have done it with Mai instead of without her, I was just like, damn, dog. And then I was so sure that Tsurugi was the one that got Maru at the end of the last chapter, but then to come back to the present and see that he let himself get hit by Maru instead of following through, I was just like, damn, God, that makes so much sense though, because it's like the way that it was set up at the cliffhanger of the last chapter is that his like step in was so much faster because of the binding vow, and Maru seemed like he was like, oh shit, I'm fucked, and then you saw blood splatter on the thing. And, like, it's just, like, obvious that you know, if they're making it seem like one character got hit, but don't show it explicitly, then it's probably the other one for one reason or another. I just couldn't think of the reason why, and there is no reason why here. Even Tsurugi doesn't even know. He's like, bro, I'm only 17, bro. I don't know why I did that shit.
Well, it ties in with the previous flashback.
Yeah, just wouldn't feel right, which
he
also makes sense. Yeah.
well, he didn't want to sacrifice Maru,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but he just doesn't know how to put it into words.
Right.
Yeah, and Maru is an actual warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Maru like is thinking that they're both on this like do or die, like we gotta see it to the end, but like he was the only one that like really like he didn't want to do it, but like he was the only one who was really like from that.
Yeah.
Like Earth has been in peace, you know, like Tsurugi hasn't had to put his life on the line to kill another like person the way Maru and you know from his planet like his life was in danger before like he's coming from a place where he had to fight. And so he's like looking at like Tsurugi and it's like bro like in a way it kind of feels like he's sad that like he didn't you know it's like you should have won, you should fight for your people because like I'm wrong and you know it feels like he's making a case for Tsurugi to have actually like followed through and beat him or whatever.
Yeah.
He let him. It's like he let him have it. But this is a good chapter. But it's just there. This is the first chapter for Kaisen or Modulo or whatever where I felt personally a little disconnected just because of like the Yuji stuff. Really, like it felt like it was missing pages and.
Really.
Yeah, I felt weird because like never like in the previous one or two chapters when they showed Yuji, like I don't think there was ever anything that implied that Yuji was like super close to Tsurugi and Maru. I mean, he knew about them and he was talking about like how it was like pointless to like stop either of the fights or whatever. But like unless I'm misremembering, I feel like nothing implied that he was nearby. And then like after Tsurugi loses and we see like this Rika like flash or whatever, and then it goes and shows the spaceship and this like Callian thing in the ship, and I'm like, okay, I don't really know what's going on here. And then like we flash, we skip the Dabura fight, and then the next time we get away from the Dabura fight, Yuji's on the ship with Maru looking at a Callian, and I'm like,
Right.
when did they meet up? And he's also talking about Toto, and it's like they mentioned Toto like last week, but like now this Yuji is like, yeah, Toto pretty much filled me in, and it's like, what? How did no one knew? Like you, Toto knew where you were, and he talked to you, and like things were cool. Like yeah, it just feels like stuff was missing, and then he's just on the ship like with the thing.
Yeah, the
Where's
last time we see
Tsurugi?
him was the dismantle in
Yeah,
the last chapter.
and now he's like on the ship and walking into like this secret hyperbolic time chamber room where Mahito is. Like, I'm
Yeah, and where the
confused.
fuck is Tsurugi?
Yeah, like is Tsurugi just on the
Is that
ground?
nigga just
Like,
dead?
yeah, or did Yuji like reverse curse technique on it? Like, what? How, I need to know a little more. I feel like there was like 2 pages missing from this chapter. Like one, just
Yeah.
having Yuji pull up to be like, okay, like I'm here. I'm Earth's mightiest champion. I'll get him straight, but like, take me to your leader type shit. Like, I'm just confused about how we got here,
Yeah.
and then like this, I'm still just confused on like the Mahito thing because like I'm guessing this is some sort like this is the like this ship possesses some sort of gateway to like some sort of soul purgatory area, and this is kind of like a hyperbolic time chamber. Like he isn't in a room, they entered into some sort of portal into like a domain, like how people normally have like inner domains and shit. Like this is
Mm-hmm.
some like physical way of entering into like a death realm or something.
I
I
mean,
could
fuck,
be
dude. Like,
misreading the hell out of it,
Mari's
but
curse technique does, like, manipulate the laws of physics, doesn't it?
it's like chaos, yeah.
Or some shit. I don't even know.
Yeah. You any thoughts on this, Traffy?
No, I am just as lost. I was looking back through the chapter and the last chapter to see if I could make like any possible sense out of it. The only thing I could, even possibly make an argument about is in the last chapter, it kind of looked like they were trying to say Yuji was close to Maru and Tsurugi, at least just kind of by the way they showed it when he was using Dismantle and like Maru turns around and looks at it, but it doesn't show you a specific location for Yuji in relation to them. So altogether, yeah, no, it's just it doesn't make a lot of sense what happened between point A and point Y.
Yeah, like we didn't go to B. We skipped so many letters, and now Yuji is on the ship, and like Maru's cool. Like I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, like we're gonna definitely get like a flashback to fill in the gaps of this time that I feel like we're missing.
I hope so, because this is like the only time where I felt like there was any kind of like disconnection in this story so far. Like
Yeah,
everything so
it's
far has
too
felt very
drastic
smooth.
of a jump around that I
Yeah,
feel like it has to be addressed in some kind of retroactive storytelling
yeah. It's
in a
almost like
future
this had
chapter.
to, like maybe this had to happen because like this ship is about to do something that interferes with like the fight where Deborah is, and it's like, oh yeah, we got to make sure that like the ship blows up behind Deborah and fragments of it stabs him through the neck,
Yeah,
giving Maharaga an opening or something. I don't know.
I have no idea, bro.
But
Maharaga's about to get fucking deleted. This domain is literally about to evaporate. This nigga,
yeah, this nigga summoned the Death Star, bro. What the fuck is
literally.
happening, dog? What the fuck is this, yeah? Other
Yeah.
world between darkness and light, reverse transcendence. Like, what's happening?
Apparently, it's a
Do you,
reference to. I saw somebody talking about it online earlier. Did I like it so I could find it easily? Hold on one second.
do you know how insane it is that Mahuraga has to adapt to Deborah's existence? Not
Yeah,
his abilities, just him.
yeah.
Yeah.
That shit is
I love
crazy as hell.
I love how he's just kind of like they've been doing a lot of memes with Deborah where he's just like they had him in One Piece like learning hockey and he's like, oh, so this is what hockey is, because he's learning these techniques. Did Earth already have a technique like this? And he just whips out the domain expansion. Nobody's telling him how to do it. He's like, maybe I should apply a barrier to this. Is that already a thing? It's like
Yeah, this
this
dude's
nigga.
intuition and talent are far and away above anything we saw in the original Jujutsu Kaisen run.
Yeah, and
Like
like
they were glazing Higuruma, like Sukuna was glazing Higuruma a little bit for his talent and intuition and adaptability, but like this Deborah shit is on in a whole different league, whole different world, obviously because it's an alien. But yeah,
yeah. What's really weird though is like I've been seeing people saying like, okay, are we switching up? Like people were saying that they were gonna stop like talking shit about Deborah and start like giving him props. And I was like, wait, people were like shitting on Deborah. Like why? Like Deborah is a beast and he is in the same situation as Jogo where he literally only fought like he
it's
like
because conversations have devolved to where like every character is either a goat or a fraud, and there's no in between.
yeah. Yeah, it's like getting your ass beat by Maharaga is like, nigga, Maharaga only fought Gojo and Sukuna. Like
Yeah.
nobody else could step to this thing. So like, yeah, like they were saying like he's not. People were like taking away the fact that like he might potentially be the strongest in the verse or whatever. Besides like Yuji, it was like, oh yeah, maybe Deborah isn't actually that strong because he's getting his ass beat by Maharaga. And it's like Maharaga beats everybody's ass, nigga.
Literally.
like you mad that this nigga is losing to an automatically adapting Terminator death machine? Like, don't
Yeah.
die. Like,
Maharaga
he's
is
in
literally the yardstick for the title of the strongest in this universe. Like, if
yeah,
you
like,
can
Like
beat
I
that
don't
thing,
even
then you can be considered one of the tightest niggas on the planet. Like,
I don't even know if Yuji could beat Mahuraga. Like
yeah,
current
he
Yuji.
definitely can.
I think
eh,
the thing is like the adaptation is like the problem. It's like even like the strongest nigga in the world, like unless you vaporize him in like one hit, I feel like even like the most powerful character would have trouble because like once you hit him with your move, if it doesn't kill him, he's gonna adapt, and now you can do that. And everybody doesn't have 30 techniques,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like you fight like a regular nigga who's just strong as fuck, and he got one move. It's like, oh fuck, that ain't do it. Well, now that move will never do it, and I don't have
Mm-hmm.
another move. But like you still stronger than everyone else in the verse because that move kills literally like the nigga could drop a spirit bomb, blow up the whole planet, but you hit Maharaga with it, and he a cell survives. He comes back, and now you can't spirit bomb no more, and you
Hmm.
don't have anything else. It's
Oh my god.
like the spirit bomb is now pointless.
Yuji's gonna domain expansion Mahuraga, and they're gonna go on a bike ride together.
Yo,
We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored.
bro, I need it, dog. Big ass nigga with fucking mouth full of teeth on a fucking bike, yo. With the horn and the bell on it, yo. Wanker, wanker.
Ding ding.
Or what's the
Yeah.
Robin Big theme song?
Oh man, I don't fucking know.
Damn, rest in peace, Big.
Yeah, rip the guy.
Rip the guy, bro. Fuck.
Yeah. And after that, they play ridiculousness for 30 years straight.
No.
Could Mahuraga adapt to that? Like, what is there to adapt to? Just being stuck in a. I don't know.
Yeah, like what if the nigga like what if he just adapted to like the concept of domain expansions here and it's just like nope, no longer can I be wounded by domains like in general.
Mm.
Yeah, Maharaga's nuts, but Dabura's been leveling up.
Yeah, apparently this domain aesthetically is in reference to, I couldn't find the tweet, but I think I remember it was some kind of like Croatian anti-fascism structure that was like pro-immigration in some kind of way. And it's just like has a lot to say about the current like political climate at the end of the day. And like
I like
how
that.
it kind of like relates to the allegory that they're using for, you know, Sumerians and whatnot in Modulo related to what's going on in the world today. So that's sick.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
Keep doing it.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I want to see what kind of damage this thing does. Like, is it gonna fire a laser? Some sort of light beam? Because the motherfucker.
We on an ultralight beam.
Yeah, that. Yeah, this shit is huge. Big domain, and the wheel is just already spinning.
Yeah, shit's wild.
Yeah, and like just what's gonna happen here? Like, what's this research? Like he's talking about Mario's like, I want to create a world where cursed spirits are never born, and you just like, huh? That's also what I want. Like that's
That's what my homegirl wanted.
yeah, that's what I'm all about. And they go into this fucking spirit realm, and fucking Mahito's in there, and Mahito's expecting him to be dead. So like, this is clearly some sort of like afterlife area. So Yuji has walked into like the afterlife, and it's like, what? Yeah, what the fuck is happening?
No idea.
He's like, so how'd you do? Oh shit! Wait, you're not dead? What? Yeah, Yuji says he was summoned here, so it's like summoned is different from I just walked in this room. Summoned is
Well,
like
I mean, he did just walk in.
yeah, but it's like he was still brought in here. It's like different. I don't know.
Yeah.
Also surprised at like the way Yuji kind of like responds to seeing him. He's like, ha ha ha, man, seeing you really takes me back. Like,
Yeah, like this Yuji like really is like like a different nigga, bro. Like what 60 years will do to a nigga.
yeah, it's like it's not exactly like jaded, but it's like
Yeah, he just seems so much more. God, how do I? I'm just like picturing like his reactions to these kind of situations when he's like 17, 18 years old or whenever in the original run. And it's just like his, like, I don't know, like he just seems a lot, his responses just seem a lot more mature and edgy.
yeah, it's definitely interesting
and cynical.
Yeah. Apparently, this is a place where all of the souls of people on Earth cross through. He lives here. Yeah. So is he like Charon or something? He like ferrying the souls to the death or something? Like what? I'm very confused. And are they gonna like perform some kind of fusion curse technique to idol transfigure the world? Like a couple of days ago, I kept seeing people talking about the merger. Like I kept getting spoilers on my timeline, and they were saying the merger, and I was thinking, okay, so someone has revived Kenjaku's dream or something. But then I get here, and I'm like, okay, where nobody is mentioning the merger at all. So maybe it's some sort of some sort of modification with maybe the chaos technique and idle transfiguration plus Yuzi's research is gonna kind of like uncurse technique the world or something.
Yeah, because we already know that Kenjaku showed us that remote activation of idle transfiguration over a large area is a thing, so they can like amplify it that probably even to greater levels than Kenjaku even did using Maru's technique.
Yeah, plus like all the energy on the ship or whatever. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like maybe that's the plan.
Nigga, is
Yeah,
Cross dead? I need to know, bro.
I don't think so.
The Cross and Tsurugi are gonna wake up next to each other in the hospital at the same time. Like, bro.
Yeah. That and like the story, I mean, he said it was gonna be 6 months, like 6 volumes. So like we're on chapter 21.
Six
We only
volumes, 3 volumes.
yeah. Oh, 3 volumes, yeah. So yeah, 6 months, 3 volumes. So we're looking at the end here. Like,
Yeah.
so is Yuji not gonna box
Wrapping
anyone?
up. Probably not.
That's crazy. The blue
Ain't
balling
the
is
Yuji
not
story.
Well, I mean,
true.
shit, dude. He's the Gojo now, and like he's trying to do things like, in a way that, because he even says like in the previous chapter, like this is the right way to do it, right, Sensei? Like I'm doing this right.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to be like, go out like you did, like type shit. I'm not trying to be the one everyone relies on, like you were. Like I want people to figure this shit out on their own, even though I am the strongest.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to be Gojo though, because I saw what that did to you, like type shit. So
Yeah. And he's got like, you know, I don't want to say he's isolated himself the way like Gojo was kind of isolated from everybody because like clearly people are like Todo is able to get in contact with him and Nobara says she spoke with him, at some point, but it's been a while. So it's like some people I guess are in contact with him.
yeah,
But and he's stepping in when like when they need his interference, but like for the most part I guess he's just been kind of like solo dolo and just running through cursed spirits.
bro, they're just like
I think
refusing to show the faces of like the old like characters throughout this series. Like I need there to be like some panels dedicated to their actual faces before the end of the series, because like, bruh, like
Yeah.
every single time, like Nobara, Yuta, Maki, Ui, like all of the original cast that are still alive in the story that they've shown has had their faces obscured every time they've been shown. Like we got like to see Yuji's face pretty clear in the last chapter, which was tight. Like they gave him one panel where it's like, oh, that's him.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'll be honest.
yeah,
I think the big difference between Yuji and Gojo is that while Yuji is the strongest in the verse currently, he is staying out of the political situation involved with Jujutsu Society, whereas Gojo was very active in it.
Gojo was the clan head of like the main power.
Yeah,
It was like he was born into it. Usually wasn't. He was kind of dragged into it, and he had the option. Like I mean, once he got to a certain point of power, it's like y'all niggas can't make me stay here anyway. So it's like he could just bounce. But Gojo was always gonna be, Gojo.
yeah.
Yeah. So I like that, and yeah, hearing Toto, like I want to know who else is alive because like when they mentioned Toto, I was like, oh okay, shit, Toto's still alive too. Like who else is still around. Like, because these niggas all got to be old as hell. And, like, the ones that they're choosing to show is just interesting. Like, we saw Ui Ui. I was like, oh, okay, that was an interesting character to have come back. And Nobara. I was like, okay, yeah, we didn't, everybody liked Nobara, and she only pulled up for the last bit of the story to conclude it or whatever. And it's like, all right, Todo. Yeah, we like Todo, but who else is around? We got Yuji, obviously, but like, are we gonna get any more names? Are we actually gonna see Todo? Because he mentioned the Vibra slap and shit. Like, so he still got the Vibra slap.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I don't know. Good chapter, but we are definitely at the end. So 3 volumes. I'm guessing that's like 24 chapters. So we probably got like 3 more.
Damn.
Kaisen's about to be over, and then
No.
we wait a few years, and then we're gonna see it animated.
And then we get Jujutsu Kaisen 3.
Yeah. Jujutsu Kaisen Next Generation.
Jujutsu Kaisen Budweiser.
Jujutsu Kaisen 2 Blue Vortex.
Yeah. Nah, but like I feel like this whole story has been tying up loose ends and wrapping up things and showing us the aftermath of Kaisen and Kenjaku's terrorism and stuff, and now they're like about to successfully get rid of cursed spirits and basically just save the world here. There won't be a need for sorcerers, anything like that, and the world would truly be at peace. Like, Yuji's been trying to do this shit, and like Sarugi's dad was like asking Yuji to like, help him out, and he's like, nah, nigga, like the world don't need strong niggas no more because like I'm trying to eliminate that.
Yeah.
Trying to eliminate the reason for that shit. So yeah, this is interesting stuff. Can't wait to see what these next like 3 chapters are gonna bring. But I think I'm squeezed out. What you thinking, Traff?
Yeah, I'm good.
Knox?
Skeeted.
All right, then. That's going to do it for Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo, Chapter 21. The awaited one arrives. All right. Since it's been a while, we ain't going to do no comments. We just going to talk about our chapter of the week and do outro. So I guess I'll get mine out of the way. It was a lot of banger chapters. Banger. But for me, I think my favorite was Big Gachi, Big Cooter.
Really?
I think so. Unless one of y'all might sway me. So I'll wait and see. But so far, Cooter got me. It was a big chapter. What you thinking, Knox? What's yours?
Shit, I thought it was gonna be a Kagurabachi sweep.
Okay.
But yeah, Kagurabachi for me.
Okay. What about you, Trav?
I gotta go. It's a hard decision. For me, it's actually between Ichi and Modulo.
Oh, nice. I was way off.
Shoot, I don't even. All right. Ichi has. No, I'll give it to Modulo. There was a lot of confusing parts in it, but just the ending to the fight between Tsurugi and Maru, as well as the continued display of prowess from Deborah.
Yeah.
I got to give it to Jujutsu.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Now that I think about it, it's crazy that like all of those things that we just named are like ending an arc. Like this Gachi arc, I think, is about to be done. Modulo itself is about to be done. The Bachi arc is done after like this chapter or next chapter, and then what was it? Ichi the Witch. We probably got like 3 more chapters in that arc, assuming like they go and help Descaris and like pack dude up. So yeah, all of those things are like ending those arcs. So just interesting thought there. But yeah, that's gonna do it for chapter of the week. So that's gonna do it, y'all. This was Shonen Pulse episode 50. We heading on up out of here, but like I said in the intro, hit the buttons, comment button, subscribe. We got memberships, Patreons and stuff. Sorry we've been missing. Life been life, but we're gonna try and get that consistency back up, baby. We're gonna try and get these videos back to you, the people. Also, we gonna try and get some guests on soon. If you ain't listened to the intro, we're changing the way we do things. So even if somebody has only read like Chainsaw Man or Kaisen or whatever, we're gonna try and start getting people in here and letting them yap with us. So you might start seeing some of your favorite bro tubers up here. I'm reaching out to some people, and if I haven't reached out to you yet, it's coming. And if it ain't come, come to me, baby. Hit me up. We'll get something lined up. We'll figure it out and get you in here. We're gonna talk and yap, and we're gonna make it do what it do. So that was it. We talked about a lot of cool shit. That's gonna do it. Thank y'all for watching.